Revolution ikianza black man come sito atariza. Utajua Elijah na Moses walikuwa black uspo sign up. Na fikra teule kaza kinje kitile kwenye lineup.
Revolution. Revolution.
Come sito atariza. Na fikra teule kaza kinje kitile kwenye lineup. Maovete wata bring back the veterans kumasha. Revolution ikianza hautaona kustav kwa street my guy. Jukuhodishi itakuwa reason enough ya kukufry. GMO hazitakuwa only way ya kukuma wiki kuget by. Tutarila ukulima source za nutrients multiply. Revolution ikianza tutaacha kwa nchi ya kitu kidogo. Wananchi watagundua imeleta mashida fogo. Hautaona crown na kisimamisha na mchana kapoko. Kubembeleza na kadenge na pesa stenje kasoko. Revolution ikianza ni cashless, mfuko zistoboke. Public servants hawatahitaji za macho ndo omoke. Jamii haita slack off ati donations za mradi zitoke. Waumini hawataitishwa sadaka za lazima ndo okoke. Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki. Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki.
Sankara jalala tu salama sana tandani ya coffin. Black man kupata mamlaka bado vako ni ya mkoloni. Ni kama jabada ile mane ukombozi na worship. Power cash na kala ya ngozi. Siati ya waoni. Mali kuna fire sini lazima kuna moshi. Sikia kama mtoi amehata kitu baba Jona mata wali promise. Mwaga machozi. Tukienda kuandamana lafu namka kwa koti. Nikawa na kopi wanatupishwa rada na kiongozi. Kitu inafuata ni kuklapa kitu chapa tu makofi. Try kusimama lafu mguu katwa zinafika kwa magoti wana kopi. Ama slave master kujita wala kama back in the 40s. Hasla na tanga siasa hutudanganya tukipanga line we are voting. Coping na kupambana mshara ukatwa mbaya time jo kutaksa wadosi. Coping na kupambana mshara ukatwa mbaya time jo kutaksa wadosi.
Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki. Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki.
Mafuta imepanda mwananchi alijaa gas. Unasoma no party works. Mangati wanatutax. Unakanga ukibonga fact. Tajiri amerelax. Bado mna clap hands. Maskini lose trust. Story lisemwa nusu jumkate likato half. Wako daily kwa mpulu gazeto kibonga trash. Matapeli ukalulu mazuzu ni wako rap. Mnyonge afanywe bubu mabuso kibusu ass. Meditate kuhusu life kila night. Wame legalize fegi. Shada rasta si light. Wana support mabati mashoga wakijidai. Backman ukiwasikiza wanakubackbite. Mambo inabaki kombo hata ukingara Nike. Kuna chuki kushoto kuna left on your right. One side wako happy the other side wanna cry. Najua nimekubamba but sifanyi juu ya likes.
Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki. Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki.
Sauti zetu hewani, shutdown mitambo. Kaiche tunalona mambo. Tunarudi mwituni kwa msha sleeping giant. Lada baina hanga keeping you on a diet. Badilisha ya kwako kabla ulizo umefanyiwa nini. Asante maovete kunikaribisha jijini. Kwetu kijijini wanasema ukiwa na subra majaliwa. Ipo siku nyasi zitageuka maziwa. Skatai japo ngombo maskini hazai. Tupo safarini tunapita tukai, tunapanda bila ngazi, tunapanda siki ya ngazi, siki ya kazi iko wazi. Kile napata sija deserve, niko na barrels on reserves na sijawahi drill. Na bad midnight oil bila kujali carbon emissions. Man on a mission to see light at the end of the tunnel, tukidig your channel. Seasoning ya food for thought, I assure. Season of river flow, I come back na mvua. Nourishment ya greener pastures najua. Never water down, bado na grow, bado na grow, bado na grow.
Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki, hatuyachi. Hata mainstream tetea haki. Tumia kipaji kuweka ukweli wazi. Hizi harakati tunafanya kama kazi. Highway televised, iko handaki, hatuyachi.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Yeah.
We've been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we've been out here. We've been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare.
Yeah.
Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we've been out here.
Yeah. Ngori kwa msoto ni kumblame. Ngori mi ujezanga machain. Ngori nkiwa msoto ulimblame. Sai mamila mi she just wanna get this slappy tappy. Senki pata ganje tani darisia. Tangu mpate fame unipandisia. Nilipata umati saini adisia. Igame tight pandilia. Ninge kwa boardroom tisha deal na itinga. We been out here new kama wezi ntisha. Nitisha mie natoka msela wezi fika. We been out here na nadai kushika.
We been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here. We been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here. Yeah, Chapa Idos, Sub-Zero, Waka froze. Walked up in the store like I'm getting those. Why you tryna hug me? Being bros, nah, we were underground, you were tipping toes. Ravioli, Nicona Fomioli. They come for it fast while you stash moving slowly. Graduation, in more Kenya, see what saw me. 9 on the team, Tuli win, being a goalie, we irregular. We're from a place far away, another nebula. That's why your mans can't get me on my cellular. Mosky hard-headed, what you telling her? We ain't buying what you selling, cause we been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here. We been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here.
We been out here. Gevi niko nayo tumepandisia. Buda cheki nani unachachishia. Girls godendo anani wakishia. Kame nikufia. We been out here. Chenye nimeanza nitamalizia. Tenje iko on nitakudungia. Pedi nijenge mali ikiingia. Wamekukufia. Kwetu homeland minajua zinaban. Kasisha shaman buda huko kwenye plan. Jovi bad man parin kiseti na manan. When I'm hot in the spot Jovi hot man. Cause we been out here.
We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here. We been out here. We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here.
We been out here.
We be chasing cheese with the team out here. Usiulize sini nani boy shot to scare. Say you run the streets, see Jaco checky here. Yeah, we been out here.
We been out here. Yeah, ooh.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I walk up in the room like Vippy. Got a bad girl like Nikki. Kona nyonyo na mkanda kam shippy. But nice at niche waba no kiki. How I'm on my zone, it's like a mystery. Go riders on my brownie, come out with me. Now stock is on my no man, I'm a weekly. Every day we do it on the weekly. So we gon' go shorty. We go shorty. Go shorty. We gon' party like it's your birthday. Go shorty. Go shorty. Go shorty. We gon' party like it's your birthday. Go shorty. John Smore, quiero cantar nyinge postpone. I take for proper or se moschore. And I ain't had to give her my number to los call it. Doctore, ami ega yak. Tindo kocho manasi modwaro ami ega match. Whoa, omera be mosia. But watcha ne nyamazia sigachi. Vitendo dogo tinde mora. She like it when I call her senora. Nyako ni odwaro mana dollar. But she already know that I'm a baller. Straight kutoko dumo, I just spotted the jet. You can easily tell the difference with Lomolo on a set. Angolo kwa deck, well that's just me, so I'm ballin'. Relax, but if you wanna leave, then go shorty. Go shorty, no stallin'. As long as I go post call it, we don't scroll it. But since it go post sorry, most poor it. Only know how to hustle, miss it, and get dough for it. Shorty, go shorty. We go shorty. Go shorty. We gon' party like it's your birthday. Go shorty. Go shorty. Go shorty. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Power Radio. And power up.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Martin Kigondu, and as always, I am super excited to be with you this afternoon. The radio station is Power, and you know where to find us on our website. If not the website, we are also live on all socials. And most importantly, Pioneers at Patapale YouTube live. So talk to your people. Tell them Kigondu is in the building. Hey. Yeah! Hiyo ni genge yetu yote. Iko hapa tu imecrowd. Imesema lazima tuchoche kabla show ianze. That's a brand new song. Tumesikiza saa hizi inaitwa Goshore. Goshore is definitely from the OG himself. Respect the OGs. That's Calligraph Jones. Maze amechapia ngoma mpya kafupi tu, I think anachokoza. I hope anatry catch up from album yake bana. I wasn't the biggest fan, I have to say, of his latest album, but that's not to say I'm not a big fan of Calligraph Jones. I think he's one of the most important and most hardworking hip-hop guys out here. Speaking of hip-hop, the first two songs were definitely in that line. Tumecheza a bit of Monski. Tumeenda gangi ya Shrap na Chiki Butros pia alikuwa kwa hiyo ngoma. Uko hapo maze, hala at your boy, niambia bado unachapa mziki. Yeah, mimi na my boys, but mimi ni fan and last but not least, our first song tulikuwa naambia Revolution ikikam maze. Revolution ikiwahi kam, hivi ndio tutajipeleka, na wale wametuongoza nayo ngoma ni Maovete, of course featuring Elijah Moz, who is a fantastic not only presenter but a fantastic rapper by himself. And of course, boy wetu Msito representing the guys from down there maze Costo, but ni Nairobi tena sana. Ashakemba shengi yetu, ashachapa Kiswahili na hip hop kama ni mwenyeji wa huku mjini maze. Ladies and gentlemen, jogo la mjini limeingia. That's me, that's your boy bana. Sitaki kujitanga hivyo, but for now mimi ndio jogo wa mjini na niko hapa kwa show. The show is on. We are having a fully packed show. Tutakuwa na back-to-back interviews. Leo hatuna space ya kubreathe sana na tutapeleka everywhere. We'll start with the theater. We hear what K-Rock and the gang are doing. And K-Rock atatuambia what the initials are for, what they're doing, when there's a show, etc. Baada hapo tutakimbia pale kidogo Naija. Wamesema wametutembelea and they're bringing a Nigerian movie to our cinemas this very June into July, I guess. We'll give you the particular details. Tukiona Tolu and the different teammates wako nao pale maze. The two queens from one is from here, another is from Nigeria. After which tutakuwa pia na gang yetu ya hapa Nairobi, tukianza na comedy, tusikie One Mic anatushow nini. Then finally tamaliza na Chadota and the gang. This is to tell you it's about to be one of those days uko I'm so glad I came through. I'm so glad I caught this. Unajua mziki kama kawaida inashikisha na nitamu sana. Sasa tunaingia tu na kagospel kidogo. Kagospel lazima na naona pia nimewapangia. Sina madeni. Naona Gospel Fathers watakam, naona Viola Karori atakam, Njoroge for sure. Calligraph Jones pia tunamchapa tena, this time akiwa na ska, wakituambia kuna tsunami in the house. For now, tunada sikuwa nimemaliza. Tunadara pages za Bible. Bafo, no. Haikuwa hivyo, ladies and gentlemen. Kigondu is in the building. Let's do this.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Underdog production.
This book of the Lord shall not depart out of the mouth. Me have premeditated, lamb by me and I remember. DJ Sadiq Giuliani. Siku hizi na dara pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. Siku hizi na dara pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. Kila mtu wana zeros, difference ni place decimal point iko. Lesson ujiposition, especially ukiwa una options. Kago kipa warambe stars. No, are you sure? Ulitafuta right place. Nini limpata through faith. Mzeya, wanapaka Christian Dior, Leo. Wasinuke kahiden, susi waige hao. Amani hate ha. Siku hizi na dara pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. Siku hizi na dara pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. How the Malika you standing overcome the wall? Oh gosh, me asking. How the Malika you standing overcome the wall? Me asking. Don't take them liquor thing be sober. Put on the full of and walk on the water. Big things up on the wall are getting so hot. And the youth like them a live me up with them a scatter. Hotter the church, hotter the wall. The Almighty One of His head, abiding me one blessings me all. See that there are pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. Siku hizi na there are pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. The Bible take me higher till me reach Mount Zion. Wiser, shake me bold like a lion. No matter what I want in the situation, me have to stand up. So me tell them, say Jesus him alone, who was it on the throne. Answer all me pray when they call on the phone. Every time me have to come around, me have to sing. With the Bible in me hand, me say me have to ring. The bell so you know what I want. With the word again, me say me have to take a stand. This book of the law shall not depart from me mouth. Me meditate upon it day and night, so me tell them. You busy now that I pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have to read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple. Siku busy now that I pages of Bible. No. I could every day me have to read the Bible. And in the air if you are true disciple.
Underdog production.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Big shout out to Vince on the beat, by yeah, no question, I pay my dues. This how I make my moves. Last thing you wanna do is piss me off on my turf, cause I lay my rules. And it feels like deja vu. Shout to the wrong Randy crew. Rough Riders, DMX reincarnated. We about to end this fools. You're not rocking with the best, no cap. Yep. You and the rest know that. Yep. We just trying to get gold plaques. Yep. That's why we don't take no crap. Nope. It's all talk, but you got no class. Nope. It's all edit, but you got no ass. Nope. No boobs, then you get no pass. Nope. More hits, then you get more cash. Yeah. Scar told me Cali be nice, but how the hell can a wrong nigga be right? Right. I'm the motherfucker these niggas wanna be like. Yeah. Last post nili ona ilipata 3 likes. Mtao jai fika buda si uroga juu ya real life. Ikifika teke wanitoe. Same na shindwa mbona muniweke na watoi. Ever since Prime More, man, I was a legendary boy. Before Nazizi, I was making necessary noise. Gave me majeza, ama dogi wacha tupeleke veterinary boy. Zangu zimeshika zimeguantana, sling inafanya giza inakamchana, kanji pia imejipa inakamsana, mbogi na kaimi udhike inajamsana, mimi najitreat na kalita kafanta na mzinga kasita za Hennessy Hunter na sifa setisha bariosha ni baba na nyimna kanjisha basimu unapambana. Chume ya doshi imefanya squeeze, mimi na confuse malele. Gay girls wanalia na drive crazy, washani approve kadere. Ocha ni bondo lakini anyango analia ni move kondele. Atini kimguza yo feel ni kama shikwa na loose mabele. Heshima ni kitu muhimu, so kama unipewe jidunge na daga. Vile warrant of arrest wali issue ili nibidi nijisunde moshadha. Vile miuche screenshot tadhani niko juu ya sembe na kunde kwa madha. Ini kesi peleka high court na make sure pia mkatafute marami.
Na comfort na patani ya bustani, na click yangu pekendo ina move nami, na vile tunawabeba nkakikush flani inataka tsunami. Tunenda mos no hurry, mos no hurry. Toka midnight tungware, midnight tungware. Mr. Reason why you sorry, reason why you sorry. Okolo this time ninare, this time ninare.
Otada Cruz ubenga cheth, brothers tu waonge osiep. Hadi kwa mtawa nalia fresh, na spendi mambanga wana ni affect. Ungenielewa if you knew me man, nilelewa umo kwa mahooligan. Rolls a mavela kwa Louis bag, even big bro never ever knew his slang. Me and Shaitan we doing dance, yeah I play hard and I do invest. Pay me what's mine, Miss Dewey Dent. Manze unabonga mingi but doing less. Kiske udu come to Eve, I see you doing good, me I'm doing best. Tao so kwa show, don't give me less. Me roll na maniga wambiwe shit. Yo, spin it so proper. When you see me in it's your chocha. Me spendi kusota. Niko mstiri wemboka. I can never lose my focus, but big booty ufanyaga na choka. So afichia tukisota, jela ni chosu ingia tukitoka. I know people like me, I know, but you ain't never ever see me riding alone. Wrong render everywhere that I go. Niliambia the girls you are scared me more. Yeah, we do it like before. RR, yeah, you know the initials. Wrong turn, yeah, you know the mission. Keep it route when you don't have a key for. This is just the intro. I'm super walk on a scream cut tip low. Nani just the tip though. She wants to roll with the gang, so back it up and gang get on. I can't that trend is wrong. Mashallah, I'm self-employed. Huh? You think they were here for games, huh? Tay, Bugizi, weed, codeine. Got you pray, I didn't complain. They tried to recruit me, I didn't comply. Gangsta boy, I think you're shy. Rude boy, muchambia with the dick outside. In the realness, me mix na style. It's not music when I'm liquid Kali, yeah. So much drama, kwa biz my guy. It's so hard being Mr. Rizman, why? Money's the reason why that old boy die. Alumi zomba. See to go to see this eye. Just push on and give it time. Stack your root on my BBI.
I got the juice,
fine.
Na comfort na patani ya bustani, na click yangu pekendo ina move nami, na vile tunawabeba nkakikush flani inataka tsunami. Tunenda mos no hurry, mos no hurry. Kutoka midnight tungware, midnight tungware. Mr. Reason why you sorry, reason why you sorry. Okolo this time ninare, this time ninare.
How can I even start this? Coming with the tactics. Motherfucking black sheep. Nili pull up ka kuna masti.
Ndakusunda kwa buti ya raktis. DCI jinas go kwa blacklist. Kwa ili gwezi pata justice. This is murder my nigga, fuck this. Niko na fans utembe na my logo kwa uso. Utajua beef siyo nyama pekee, buda hapa ni fogo gaucho.
Na kuanga manduku, kila mali nendange na kuanga marufu. Nyamaza ikuhusu, usinifanye nitume baba ya mutu. Na kauna ishuku, check mpesa. Wume kam show, mime kam kuteka magaheni kwa flow. Sukumbuka ancestors, render ni wrong, yenyu ni imitation.
Imitation that imu hit the scene. When I've been famous ever since the teens. Kaya waginite ko bedo lit my team. Nafanya gangsta atesa na ka Mr. Bean. The other kiss the ring, jumini Al Pacino. Nana likucha nuneza trust madingo. Izo waya mumedunga ni bonoko. Unadhani mbona unazidi kupata izo rush kwa shingo.
Glass ya mvinyo, omolo kunywangi mpefa antabibo.
Acha izo
wawasha indo, msupa kinipea na ifanya na mafinyo.
Casamido
na bado niko haso manzee. Man I struggle and I hustle in the back with the game. Na niwasha manzee, how you walk in the lame. Na shindwa nibadilika kama ni back the same. Kama si you robbing the game, probably wengine what you will be robbing the bank. Pale di kuna vijana walibaki manzee. Mbona saya shide manzee just party wase.
Cow party wase, then you stuck in a maze. Tulikuwa tunajuliza what happened in haze. Funny vile these streets they be capping for days. They only gonna be your niggas when you happy and paid. But if you go broke wana kutoka tu. Kuku clown similar na game ya poker tu. From a king sa unabebaka joka tu. Tabia za binadamu zinachosha.
Did I take time to fuck with you? Had to do what I could do.
Na ukileta nyoko na kucancel tu. Niko up in the air nigga banko tu.
Na baki juu, hapo ndo mina fakuwa. Kwa jikoni utapata mimi nishapakuwa.
Mina chafua, ikisi tumeshatatua. So chagua, sell out kukapua.
I got the juice mami, na comfort na patani ya bustani, na click yangu pekendo ina move nami, na vile tunawabeba nkakikush flani inataka tsunami. Tunenda mos no hurry, mos no hurry. Kutoka midnight tungware, midnight tungware. Why Mr. This voice you sorry? This voice you sorry? Omono this time ninare. This time ninare.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, that was Calligraph Jones, and of course tumesikia Mr. Riz Mangwai. Nilikuwa najiambia Mr. Riz Mangwai ajui Kizungu, lakini ametuonesha kumbe anaweza rap na Kizungu. In fact, ameweka matusi hapo ndani. But shout out to the gang, bana. Shout out to the gang for sure, maze. Speaking of gangs, we have some superstars in the building. Nataka niseme majina yao kwa heshima yao, maze, because having superstars in the building, si kitu tumezoea, lazima tuende na hiyo steam ya hiyo day. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we happen to have a dope-ass actor, playwright by the name Skeeter. I hope I got it right. That's a unique name, yeah? Skeeter Kimani. Who's the playwright of this particular project we'll be talking about. And we have Elias Mwaura, or do you prefer Elias? Ni gani tumeharibu? Elias ama Elias? Elias is the right one.
Yeah, Elias.
Elias.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, we give you Elias Mwaura. I got it right. Mwaura siwezi haribu. Hiyo ni ya mtaani maze. So Elias and Skeeter, karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you with us. How are you?
I'm good.
Mko wazima,
Kwa salama.
Fantastic. Wewe wamaliza tu na madredi ba.
Manze.
Uko hapa tu. Ukiingia kwa maji ufanye hivi.
Hizi ni za wasanii.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
good to have you with us right here. Director for this one.
Yeah, I'm a director for this one.
Fantastic. So I'll tell you the where, the when. Right now we are getting to meet the who. And let's start with the writing, because ata kabla director endelea, at times director ana clue what we'll be doing, but the playwright sort of puts everything on the page, unless that's not the process they took. Skeeter atatuambia even before we tell you what this is about. Skeeter, idea ilianza wapi? Ilianza side yako ama ilianza na producer ama umekuwa ukikalia hii project for a minute?
No, idea ilianza na theme.
Idea ilianza na theme. What's the theme?
It's about combining decades of culture.
Okay, combining decades of culture.
Yes.
Okay.
So the whole idea of... Now, can I talk about the...
Go for it.
Yeah, so the whole idea about Gikuyu and Mombi, how it came to be, well, we thought, talking about decades and addressing Gen Zs and millennials and Gen X is something that is a bit common. So why not raise the ancestors?
Wacha waamshwe. In a good way. Msikuje kutushtua.
Yeah, and that is how Gikuyu and Mombi came to be.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have Gikuyu and Mombi who are getting to experience sasa maisha Gen Z.
Interesting.
Yes.
That is so interesting, and it's peculiar that this is the topic we start on, but around 5 minutes before you came, nilikuwa napiga story na one of the Gen Zs in the building bana, sikusema mimi mzee, na nilikuwa nauliza, do you feel bad when people say Gen Zs are lazy? You know, because this is a thing that has been spoken about. Then naye producer can show hapana, they're not lazy, lakini pia wanajulikana kuwa very, if I say something nikisema nimesema, na noana wanatingiza palituko, and we are grateful for that. So what are your thoughts on this?
About the whole idea of Gikuyu and Mombi?
About Gen Zs being this way.
Unajua niko na Gen Z,
okay.
By the way.
Okay.
It's crazy, but the good thing about them,
what do you mean?
Sisi,
uko na Gen Z?
Like...
Hey. Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So, you find there is some sort of confidence in your wakoneo sisi hatukuwa na. I think sisi tukigrow nilikuwa ile ya angusha zote, you know, like there was that. But now with Gen Zs, you tell them like that and they're like, ma'am, don't usiniongeleshe hivyo. And then they are really respectful, like just they know their boundaries, unlike us.
Do they know their boundaries? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Mi umenikanyaga mahali. But I hear you. Okay. So clearly, Roots of the Forgotten is building off this idea. Sindio, it's almost a juxtaposition in a way of generations. So we have the older guys, way, unajua ancestry to the present. I like that balance, and there's clearly drama in here. You'll build on that, yeah?
Yes.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Roots of the Forgotten. When the past awakens, the present listens. Hello. Hapa tu ni metaphors na dope ass lines. Roots of the Forgotten ina happen at Nimpa Theatre. This is in Zimmerman. If you don't know where Zimmerman is, unaishi Nairobi gani, you know. Enda uchukue Mathria 44 ama uitishe kakab, get your Uber. Unajua, mi si mtu wa Bolt, but get your Bolt. Or whatever else you're using, teremka past TRM, uteremke zaidi. Kabla ufike huko chini kwa mto, utaona PCA Zimmerman, and that is where Nimpa is. Nimpa inasimama nini? Inasimama for? Nimpa. Nairobi Institute of Music and Performing Arts. Hapo sawa. When are they showing? On the 8th of June, meaning punde si punde, in a couple of hours I'll actually be here. At 4 p.m. Ni show moja peke yake?
Yeah.
Ni show moja, eh?
Yeah, just one show.
And I see they're supported by the Kenya Cultural Center, the Kenya International Theatre Festival, of course Nimpa. Awa ni nani? SASDF ni nani? SA ama niulize producer?
Ni Sauti za Boma.
It's a Sauti za Boma project.
Yeah.
Interesting. Aya, get your tickets already. We'll tell you where and we'll tell you the amount in a bit. Director,
yes.
Wewe ukapatiwa script. Ulikuwa hii ni story gani ama you were there from the conception?
Well, okay, personally I was the actor.
Okay.
I was part of the acting. And then the director who was supposed to do the directing. Okay, personally I'm a director. But in this I was supposed to come as an actor. And then the director akapull out because alikuwa held up in something. Alipata tu mashughuli. Akakuwa tu held up. Ilikuwa tu a family issue.
Okay. Nisimkachie. Okay, sawa.
So, akatoka. So, the next person mwenye ana take over ni nani? Who was so me, I personally deal with kids.
Okay.
Na imezoea kukaa na watoto drama festival and everything. Yeah, so I'm good at directing. Sasa I had to come on board and be the director
and no longer act.
I know, yeah.
Okay, what do you love more, the acting or the directing?
I love I love directing.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Hapo sawa, maze. I always say to be a good director you have to start directing kids first.
Yeah, true.
Because kids teach you a lot of things. They teach you patience.
Yeah.
But most of all, and I love this quote, the director or even the playwright is God, but the actor is definitely an atheist. Unajua?
Yeah.
Utamdirect kitu na hata amua kile anataka. Utadirect watoi, siku ya show ataona mafanza kumari or something, unajua?
Yeah.
So it's good to hear that these are your beginnings. How do you feel about the show so far? Ni 24 ama ni 48 hours to the show? Ni weekend. So ni punde si punde, sindio? How do you feel? Do you feel you're ready?
We are ready.
Okay.
On our side, I'm ready. Okay. At least, okay. You know, as a director, you must come up with a vision. So everybody is looking up to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like right now we are ready for the show.
Vision dio hii.
Vision iko ready.
Good.
Everything is set. Like, we're just waiting for you guys to just come watch us.
Tunakuja tena sana maze. We are bringing dates. We are bringing our loved ones. Unaleta mtu wako. Na kaa unakuja pia utoke na wenyewe. Asanteni sana. Aya, let's talk a bit about your cast. Knowing that you are part of a cast, then you had to cross over. How many people are in this particular story? You can mention them, you can say their names. Pia unaweza tuambia crew ni nani, ndio ajisikie pia wasikie hao ni important pia maze.
First of all, I want to acknowledge not the presence, to acknowledge our mentor. Anaitwa Director Boni. Director Boni is the principal of Nimpa.
Boni Kanywera
ndiye ametupea venue ya rehearsals.
Okay.
Yeah. So, first of all, ni acknowledge Nimpa. And then my actors. I was an actor. Tuko na akina Boni to Deno akoga tu mfani. So as I was reading, I was doing the cast. Deno tu niko like, manze Deno tu neza bring this. And then we have Ruby.
Okay.
Ruby is a friend of mine. And akoga tunaacting in a church, by the way.
Okay.
So I decided,
why not?
Nimulete. Yeah. And then we have our other main character called Plain Nyambura in the play. Anaitwa Hope Wanjiro. She's an actress. She's so good. Na wengine tuko na Haron Mwangi. Tuko na
so it's an ensemble. Ni mbogi nzima.
Ni mbogi mi tuko wase over 10, so nikianza kumention manzi. Now wengine sijataja.
Maze.
And then we have this Skeeter. Our script writer alisema you guys you know what.
Skeeter on screen.
Skeeter alisema you know this is my script. Lazima
Yeah.
nikuwe on board. But kuna kuagana challenge when you bring a script writer as a director unamleta stage. It's a challenge because ako like usitoe hiyo kitu unafaa kukaa venye iko. And I have my own vision. Yeah, so kumekuwa na challenge but at least nil learn the hard way. But she's part of us.
Let me give you what I do. The secret to that. Usisikie vibaya. Unawaita mbele ya cast day one, unamwambia shake mkono yako, alafu unasema this is the playwright letting go of the script. Yeah, because yeye alifanya uandishi. Kama alikuwa anataka kudirect, si akuje basi ya direct. Siongee vibaya Skeeter, si ndio?
By the way.
What do you feel so far? Do you feel he's respected your work as was ama ameenda two of the
Tukianza by the way it was tough.
Okay.
Yeah,
with the other director no wonder alienda hivi ndio kitu wako kuambia
sio no tu kwenda interact with the other director but it was a bit tough juu unajua analeta vision I'm like kuna kapatu naua niko nimeiona unaona but I would give a shout out to one of my mentor na amekuwa hapo throughout the whole process Manuel Chindia so he's among wale watu wenye wanakwambia the playwright ukishafanya wewe achia director kazi yake so I let go. And he's an amazing director.
Yo, I let go hujasema na bibi. Unasema na mangoro.
And the Octavia my director aliniambia, you know, you are the one with the vision. Script writer amemaliza kazi yake.
Exactly.
And then there's Tash alikuja akaniambia, alikuja tukakaa pamoja akasema director, script writer amemaliza kazi yake. Kama wamesema hivyo, I'm good to go.
Maze hapa tu ana name drop bana sitko. Okay, hata huyo it is well. That's what's up. So we'll come back after this song and what we'll be talking about is now the content of which. Sindio? Tunajua Gikoen Mombi in this present time, but we don't really know the story. We know the people who are in it. We know the creation of it. But nataka sasa kusikia audience wakituambia mimi na come because nimeambiwa history ni juu ya hii. The themes that you tackle, it ndio. That's what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, you know where to find us. Power Radio, enda kwa website yetu, nakaa huko upo. Unajua where we are. We're on your YouTube. You're definitely everywhere else on your socials. Ukienda IG, we are live. Ukienda api, ukienda X, we are live. Ukienda everywhere else. Hadi Facebook kwa wazee. Akina Gikoen Mombi, hata huko tu huko, ladies and gentlemen. Sasa nataka turudi kwa mziki. Flozz ako Facebook, no wonder amekatch maze. Nataka tuseme hatuna madeni. Whoa. So we'll play some gospel fathers and definitely Viola Karori and then come back ndio tuseme Kisioni tukikwambia where you're catching this particular one even as we're about to tell you when next they'll be staging, especially ukikama upende hii watatuambia lini tena unawapata. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. #center stage, #Kigondu is on. Let's go.
Your kind of music all day all night right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Sina madene kizee nakwambia mimi sina madene naomba nilipia hayo madene sina shughuli za hayo madene Yesu wangu washalipa madene nakwambia kweli mimi sasa sina madene naomba nilipia hayo madene sina shughuli za hayo madene Yesu wangu washalipa madene alisema yote yamekwisha kisha papo hapo tu akamalizika sisi vipi nitakueleza kweli alinilipia deni na si kwa mapesa nitasema kweli ndani mimi nampenda alinifia dhambi zangu bila kumpenda alipodungwa damu ilitoka kuniosha alipodungwa maji yalitoka kuniosha sasa memsafe zaede sasa memsafe kote sasa memsafe moyone sasa memsafe ndane sasa memsafe zaede sasa memsafe kote sasa memsafe moyone sasa memsafe ndane nakwambia mimi sina madene nilipia hayo madene sina shughuli za hayo madene Yesu wangu washalipa madene nakwambia kweli mimi sasa sina madene washanilipia hayo madene sina shughuli za hayo madene Yesu wangu washalipa madene
toka juu hadi chini nimeng'ara Kristo tangu jadi jana hadi wa leo Kristo kanifia dhambi zangu kwa upendo kalipia deni langu kwa mipango niko chini ya mwamba juu yangu mambo bado ndani yake juu yangu kambiringo deni langu limewekwa kando kwa nini wetulia hebu cheki sijableki niko seti ninaruka kama ndama wadhi wanashindwa mimi kreti kama yule Sulemani ama Jesse niko seti siko feki niko fiti singing na die nataka fly very very high, lakini we apply yote nimesai na utafurahi wala sikufry. Yeah,
nakwambia mimi sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni. Yesu wangu washalipa madeni, nakwambia kweli mimi sasa sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni. Yesu wangu washalipa madeni.
wasemeka jesi ya tala sote ya tufa, tusiwe kama pa, tusare kuata kama wanyama ambao wanakaa nikao wananja. Yesu alisema nami nitasema, tuwe watu wema wanaofanya vyema, tusiwe wakutema kwa yeye alihema juu ya watu wema. Nina raha ndani, siko juu ya mali wala hizo gari unazozitamani, sinyi na dai tunataka fly very very high, lakini we apply yote nimesai na utafurahi wala sikufurahi. Yeah,
yeah. Nakwambia mimi sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni, kwani Yesu wangu washalipa madeni. Nakwambia kweli mimi sasa sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni. Yesu wangu washalipa madeni.
wacha tuwape mavitu safi, wacha tuwape mavitu kale, wacha tuwape mavitu safi, wacha tuwape mavitu kale, wacha tuwape mavitu safi, wacha tuwape mavitu kale, wacha tuwape mavitu safi, wacha tuwape mavitu kale.
Nakwambia mimi sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni. Yesu wangu washalipa madeni. Nakwambia mimi sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni, kwani Yesu wangu washalipa madeni. Nakwambia kweli mimi sasa sina madeni, washanilipia hayo madeni, sina shughuli za hayo madeni, kwani Yesu wangu washalipa madeni.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
That's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's your boy Kigondu. I'm right here doing my thing. Nimeambia leo tunaongea juu ya Gikuyu and Mombi in the present. We are telling you where you will be this weekend. Na nataka Skeeter tuambie tunakaa mkua watch wapi, ni show wapi, ni show sangapi, lakini pia tuambie prices and where we are buying the tickets. Skeeter, tunabuy wapi tiko za show yenu kali?
Tunabuy tickets online. Kuposta tuko na that link. Yeah, so kwa posta there's a link. Unajua nowadays kila kitu ni digital.
The bus.
Yeah, so hakuna kuinterfere na do. Unaenda tu kwa hiyo link, unachukua tickets yako. Very affordable. Students tumewakumbuka. It's only going for 300 shillings. Then VIP 800 na regular 500. Very affordable.
Good. Nimependa kusema VIP umeniangalia mazee. Nashukuru sana.
Hiyo ni sign.
You're not far from the truth.
Mazee.
It is a sign bana. Tunafaa kuwa pale. Tukisema 8th, when is 8th?
Coming this Sunday.
This Sunday. Yeah. So it's a Sunday afternoon plan.
Yes.
Good. You've spoken about the themes that we'll be seeing in there. And the closest we have to that is generational differences. But what else is this story about?
Kule ndani kuna the theme of the way we've interfered na
environment.
Yes, environment.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gikuyu they notice that there is too much sun. We've cut down trees. Then there's also the culture. They are surprised that sasa squeezy atuleti ngombe.
Okay.
Kuna pay bill. Tunanunua bibi na pay bill.
Okay.
Yeah, kuna wifi. They are so surprised yani, and they are like, we don't understand. And then sasa the bit of Rorashio, at least they are happy. We are still maintaining the veiled girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least that is still sacred. But ikikuja hii side ingine kwa elders, wanaingia pale wanapata elders wanaongelelea pay bill, Safaricom, pale kuna hizi songs na hii song ya kuzunguka.
Gani ya kuzunguka?
Ama
unasema ingine?
Hiyo sasa. They're very surprised. They're like, hizi ni gani? Hatujazoea. So it's a very interesting thing.
Unataka kutuambia kina nani Gikuyu na Mombi yako anatoa?
Sio design.
Are you sure?
Sio design.
Down ndio mama zetu literally.
Yeah.
Oh, good, Maze. I'm so glad you're talking about this because it sounds like a good time, especially for a Sunday afternoon, meaning tunaweza kama na familia yote, si ndio?
Yes.
That's
yes,
what's
yes,
up.
yes.
definitely have learned. Ladies and gentlemen, kaa uko hiyo mtaa, kaa uko karibu na huko, hata kaa uko hii side ingine ya Nairobi, get your Ubers, get your mathrees bana, enda pale. Siku hizi hata wako na nini, Super Metro, enda uchukue Super Metro ya 44 uteremke, ufike pale, unaweza buy kasoda hapo nje. Sidhani wanaitikisha ndani, but unaweza ongelesha, waambie unajua Skeeter bana, utafunguliwa milango bana
kabisa.
So check them out, they're buying their tickets. You get their tickets on Madfun. Enda to www.madfun.com and look for Roots of the Forgotten. You'll see the poster over there. Na hiyo poster nashuku ni AI, like, which means it's really good. It's interesting to see. We are using new technologies to tell stories of the past. This is super dope. Aya, tuko na superstar mwingine ndani ya nyumba. Kaa unatuwatch umeona, director ameenda wapi? Kuna ule msanii wa Madredi. Oh, guess what? Tuna jina kubwa ndani ya nyumba, anaitwa Dennis Njoroge.
Nasikiza makofi man.
Usijali, kuna madem hapo pia ndani. Mimi nasikia tu wanaume, niko usishtuke. How you doing bro?
I'm doing fine.
Uko fresh?
Niko fresh kabisa. I'm happy to be here.
That's what's up, man. Asante sana kwa kuja. And I know you're acting in this, eh?
Yes.
So tell us a bit about who you're playing and who's playing next to you. What does your character want? What do they want?
Yes. So my name is Dennis Njoroge. I'm a scriptwriter, I'm an actor, both theater and film. I'm also a cinematographer, an editor, and a colorist.
Hey, bro. Oh, ish. Bas. Yes. Hawa say kikam ni post-production nyingi ndio tunategemea.
Manze jo huku nje Nairobi wajui, kuna jirani yangu ameambia caretaker manze huku jana aendangi job.
Manze
ajui usiku ndio ninawaeditia bana. Ndio. Ile kipindi unaona saa 2 ndio naitengeneza saa 7 usiku.
Manze well done.
Yeah. So, I'm privileged enough to be in this play to be an actor, and more so the Gikuyu.
Okay.
In the script.
Yeah.
I'd say it is a very interesting character.
I bet.
Because initially, before this play, I got a chance to play another character, which was also an old man. But now this one is extreme kabisa. Lazima nikuwe na cultures na nini. Ile ingine ilikuwa tu ni mannerism niko nayo tu pale. But I have to be in sync. Mimi nakwambia for day 3 after nimechukua script, manze imebidi nimevuta manyimbo zingine nilikuwa nasikiza bana, play hii hapa hivi sasa niko busy Kamaro jo.
That's what's
anaimba hadi ndio nipate hii kitu inakaaje. But for the play I'd say it's an interesting thing. Because even when I got to receive the synopsis, ilikuwa exciting until I read the play and I was like, what? Yani tumeenda hivi different kabisa. It is something that hadi saizi I'm still getting to learn very many things.
I like that.
And getting to enjoy. Also I have beside me is my wife, of course, Mombi.
Who plays Mombi?
Mombi is played by an amazing actress called Juanita Nyokabi.
Okay.
Yes, she's an amazing person. She's an amazing friend. Manze tulifika tu day 1 tuka-click saizi.
So chemistry ipo.
Chemistry na tumewadia.
But siku za kinage kwa Mombi walikuwa anajali juu ya chemistry. Unajua kama hiyo ni huyu
enyewe juu waliniundia. So hata mimi pale niko tu mwenyangeletwa, but I am happy. It was Ruby. Yes, she's also known as Ruby.
Is it?
Yes.
Hey. Huyo Mombi angefanya hivyo.
Mombi angefanya hivyo. Hata mimi nakubaliana na wewe.
Ni chokozi, do what you must.
Yes. In terms of the characters, I think from the word go, you'll get to see different ranges and emotions, especially from Gikuyu.
Okay, what does Gikuyu want? Ukiulizwa, by the time the play is done, does he find?
From the moment he comes on stage, he just wants his way of life and the way he was living to be appreciated and to be remembered.
That's a good one.
Yes, and he fights so much.
I bet.
But now the problem and one of the main challenges is he's invisible. He can't interact with the people. Manzejo inabidi nazunguka wase bana amunioni. But as I said, the script is so well done to a point that ukifika pale penye manze nimechoka sasa hao watu wanisikize unaanza kupata a glimpse of hope. A glimpse of hope. Good. And by the time the play is ending I am satisfied. Yes.
At least something in your one. Maybe not everything. But at least
kuna vitu zina tick off tu niko like yes now I can rest manze.
I really like that maze. I can't wish you like more than all the success I'm wishing for you guys. Na pray show ijae. Watu wabaika zote. Mwende home na mifuko zimejaa. But most of all everything that you want out of this cryptic we met. Unajua?
Kabisa.
Whatever lessons we are passing, whatever moments of joy you're getting, may you find all of them in there. Fantastic maze. Skeeter, tukumbushe tena. Where we getting the tickets na tunakam wapi? Tupatie directions one last time.
Tickets ziko pale Madfan. Ukienda tu kwa link yetu, ukienda kwa poster, there's a link there. You just go press that link, choose where you want to be, and then we've considered the students, the regular peeps. Direction ni Nimpa, iko pale located next to PCA. Ukiwa town, just take a super metro. Kuna zingine pale Odeon, there's a matatu there. Zote as long as inaenda Kahawa West 44, that's the route. Chukua gari, shukia Canopy. Zimmerman exactly Canopy, just right after base. Kutoka there's a stage inaitwa base pale Power Star. Enda hapo mbele waambie unashukia Canopy, there's another Power Star. Shuka gari na Canopy, ingia just hapo tu penye unashikia kuna gari pale, kuna madam fulani anauzanga smoky na oranges hapo. Shika hiyo njia, you're on the right route. PCA iko hapo mbele, just next to PCA.
That's what's up. The ladies are so good at giving directions.
Walai.
Hadi nimetaste hizo smoky
nishapata.
Hata nishashiba.
Lakini sasa shida ni upate wewe mama smoky akufungua hiyo siku.
Utapotea.
Niambia kulikuwa na ninatafuta wa smoky hapa. Mtu wa smoky akuje.
It's all good man. Asanteni sana. What does KRAC stand for?
KRAC stands for Kamiti Road and Ruiru Community Artists.
Oh, interesting, Maze.
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out KRAC. KRAC Productions presents Roots of the Forgotten, written by Skeeter, directed by what's our brother's name?
Elias Mwaura.
Elias Mwaura, and starring a huge ensemble of talented artists, including the gentleman over here and of course Ruby pale kwa kona waze. Amenfinya uko unanifinya jicho. Asante. Gikuyu is proud. Ladies and gentlemen, you know where to catch them. Mimi nimesema twende kule tujibambe. For now nataka kuaga nikisema I hope to see you this weekend at Nimpa. Ladies and gents, that's KRAC for you. Let's go. Bye. Asanteni sana mazee. Good. Tunapata wapi on the socials? KRAC iko? KRAC iko everywhere on the socials.
Yes.
Good. Well done, maze. Ladies and gents, tunaingia mziki alafu tuingie comedy scene, tuambie tunawatch wapi stand up live for this coming weekend. Let's go.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Watu wakatike. Hii beat ni facts. Kama Blaze, ama kama sukuma wiki na mayonnaise, ama kama Lydia Bura na Victor wakiingia kwa gari pamoja. Hey. Oh no. But anyway, ini ya wa KENYA na wale wa Kenya wako California. Karawa kisikia hii anaangusha AK. Si atujali tumetoka mbali tafadhali pass the kabasi watu wakatike kama wanati nataka party kama leo ni birthday ama niaje sikitikaji isi ni kali kazi ile magadi ga wangazi naona mpaka huko mandani ya goza kaleka demka kopale na anatingisha vitu kadhalika opasikie hii huko ndani ya Vatican miano Batman miama na African na kwa wale MCs wote ambaye wanaroga wacheni kutumia tuka beat moja this kabukada this kabukada this kabukada this kabukada ndio watu wakatike this kabukada this kabukada this kabukada ndio watu wakatike this kila wakati kapuka paka sasa ngapi kapuka paka tendeme chomeka amp I can't stand hizo machanti zimekusha fashion ni kama nyele za punk kuruka ni kama mumengara pump badilisha jina ya camp na kuwa camp kapuka ini camp kibumbuka ya wadina madem wana matumbo katbele leo ni leo hiyo ni kwele ndarivasisha huyo leni na kuwa nele stele nini kama kina mili vanini wawili wanapiga tu makelele na kushika kibare paka ufresh pandele wewe tazama mbele mintafuga nywele ili kuchanuka kisha nitakupa kitu sika hii kapuka ndio watu wakatike this kapuka ndio watu wakatike na hii kwa hakika watakatika mkunywe mavitu nyingi mutatapika simama na mguu moja kwa madakika uniambie kama zimeshika na zimeshika kama fika kale kademcho ubaya ananika na anamshika jua anajua nikifika atajipa ndio sahi ana mafikra jua na bamba kunyamba kwenye kitanda shiti zina kasi bekarangwa harufu mpaka kwenye varanda karamba na katahanda kwanza manga labda ndala kuku nzima sima kabla kuku nguta chupa mzinga lazima lima shamba kisha panda wezi dishi kabla pika kwanza ya bamba kama sampa na unaganja kwa jampa beya yeka fanta pana mwacha vita chapa kama hicha kasha achaka kama nzika kitingi shamba abaita this kabukada ndio watu wakatike this kabukada ndio watu wakatike this kabukada ndio watu wakatike
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Nilikuwa safarini, it's early morning, so I miss Nairobi traffic on my way. Nikifika Mlolongo, police checkpoint, nikashuka toka gari as he said. Akanisalimia, akanikaribia, akanizungukia, akisema I'm feeling you so. Nitakungojea until you come back home. Nitakusogea, cause I feel I need you close. Nitakupeleka wherever you will go. Nitakungojea until you come back home. Nikashanga kidogo, nikampa kisoko, nikidhani he would move along and go. But he was insistent, he was persistent, so I chose to give a chance and let it flow. Akanishughulikia, akanibembeleza, akanisimulia, akisema I'm feeling you so. Nitakungojea until you come back home. Nitakusogea, cause I feel I need you close. Nitakupeleka wherever you will go. Nitakungojea until you come back home.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the one and only Viola Karori. Anatuambia atamgojea mazee. Kani wewe unagojea, hebu gojeleka. Sindio? Ladies and gents, we have a superstar in the building right now. And I want to cut off the music and now just focus on my guest right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the one and only Mike One. Hey. In the flesh, ako ndani ya nyumba maze. Wasikia mafans wamekubali
na mafans wameupload maze.
Wamekubali bana. Na mimi shida nikiambia wanaume, ukisikia sauti za wanaume jua kuna mademu huko pia kwa hiyo crowd.
Lakini ni wapi kuna mademu? Hapo kwa mademu usiniache nyuma tafadhali.
Watakam show usijali.
Ni sawa.
That's what's up. Good to have you with us, man.
Pleasure, man.
Maze. So tuko storia your particular weekend, which is this one that is finally here.
It is.
How long has it been in the planning?
So the inception of this idea, I had it like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
So just thinking about it conceptually, I just started to write things down.
Okay.
To do with it. You know how they say like idea get, don't do other things, try and write it down.
Focus on that.
Yeah, I would try to. So I was writing tidbits kwa ile unafungonga notes kwa phone. Sana andika an idea. Kesho another idea na persist. So I add. Eventually, I went to this, the proprietor or the comedy club where we are doing the show. His name is Doug. Really nice man. I was like, Doug, maze, I'm thinking of, I have this idea, nini. So I kept pitching for him the idea. I'm like, I'll do this. He immediately loved it. You're like, tufanye. And then that's where Boys to Men came from. Yeah.
Hint.
Yes.
And I'd like us to talk about the contents in this particular show of yours.
For sure.
But yeah, for you who's watching us, who's listening on the website, engaging on the socials, what are we talking about? Well, the Nairobi Laugh Bar presents Boys to Men, a comedy show. From coming of age to coming to terms. I like that. This is happening the 7th of June, which is this Saturday, 7:30 to 10:30, iko hapi Nairobi Laugh Bar. This is Chemi, sindio?
Yes, Chemi. Levels Hotel, Kingara Road.
Yeah, Levels Hotel, maze. That's the place to be this particular Saturday from 7:30. Kitaka kuingia mapema, why not? Mi huenda, naitisha kachai, natulia. Nakaa niko na watu wengi, tunakunywa dawa, ama whatever they want. So go there. Get your tickets already. standupcollective.co.ke. Mike One is up on stage. Anafanya Boys to Men. What is this about? Did by any chance you calling it this also reference the band?
No.
Not at all?
No. Very little to do. In fact, nothing to do with the band.
So hatutaingia tusikie ushaingia na hiyo ndio intro song yako.
Mziki. Tunaweza ambia DJ aweke, but no, I just like the way you coined your Boys to Men.
Yeah, so it's a transitional story.
Exactly. It's symbolic of what we'll be trying to do in that evening.
Okay, so what are you trying to do this evening? What are the... You don't have to... You can't spoil comedy for us, right?
Yes.
But what's the backbone of it?
So first of all, it's a stand-up comedy show plus with a mix of like some concept stuff. So at first we'll have stand-up comedy. If you love stand-up comedy, iyo iko. And then we get into Boys to Men. So the concept is I'm telling a story from perspective of 4 boys. And one of them is me.
Okay.
And my 3 other friends.
Okay.
And then I'm just trying to see if I can, not even see if I can, I'm trying to document this story of how they go from boyhood and they're trying to adjust to manhood. And they realize it's a bit more complex than they thought.
Okay.
See about madam, see about, yani, just the nuances hapo katikati. Like, how do you go from a boy to being a man? Yeah.
And these 4 sort of perspectives, zote zina 4 different lessons, ama ni they sort of discover more or less the same lessons, only through their different paths?
So, it's very rooted in reality, me and my friends.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of humor in it, but there's also our personal stories.
Okay.
Now, remember, it's a stand-up comedy show. And it's also like a concept format. We only have like maybe 2-3 hours at maximum, 2 hours half. So we cannot tell the story to its entirety. Plus, I'm still living. Mimi kama like Mike One.
The story is not done.
Exactly. So there's no like, to a close.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I like that, maze. Inanfanya nifikirie mbali. And maybe we can also bring this to you. And I'm guessing this is what you'll be borrowing from.
Yeah.
Your personal story growing up.
Yes, sir.
And particularly with what you've noticed with the boys. Mi nakumbuka, my best friend nikiwa class 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Alikuwa naitwa Peter Njogu. Dopas guy. We had... parents working in the same space, tulikuwa age group the same, tulikuwa classmates. In our 20s, my boy transitioned to the next life. That is one example.
Manze.
Yeah, it is well. Then next step of my life, still huko tukiwa wadogo, even before teenagehood, nilikuwa na kina Nyaga and Masharia, and now wanaenda different countries, so mi ndio nimebaki kuchapa the Kasongo experience, ndio. Then sasa in our teenagehood, these are the guys in your high school. Yeah. I'm about to be honest, maybe I only have Doug was my schoolmate in high school.
He was?
Yeah, he was. Sijui you're surprised nasema nini.
How was he?
But he was a dope guy. He was hilarious.
I'd like
he was
to
a
know
super
more
cool
about
guy.
that,
He was
anyway.
a year ahead of me.
Yeah.
Good times. But Doug and maybe 5 other guys pekee ndio nime-maintain from that age group. Na hiyo time tulikuwa high school. Huku nje mnapatana huko, hey, bless up, mna exchange numbers, but najua, bro, miss kukall.
Exactly. Sasa unaelewa, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So are you borrowing from such realities? And if so, how about a story or two from your peoples?
So the stories will be in the show.
Okay.
I have like a small monologue that I wrote. It will be part of the show.
Okay.
But it's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah.
You grow up with your friends, and then inafika mahali mna realize your life maze ina happen.
Yeah.
Unajua mnaanza kudrift apart kidogo. Yani vitu zina happen.
Life happens.
Unaget?
Yeah.
I look around and I'm like, I don't know if everyone tells that kind of story from like a guy's perspective, like a man. First of all, it's this month is what awareness?
Oh, men's mental health awareness month.
See how apropos the show is.
Yeah.
It coincides with that.
Yeah.
So it's like a man-centric type thing. A story with some of my guys. Alafu pia, people always love looking into like what men are thinking.
Yeah.
Unajua watu watanga kufikiria wanamufikirianga nini. So it's also like a bit of that pia kidogo. Like just our perspective. Might be a tiny bit of misogyny. Kuna pia like a tiny bit of simping.
Yeah.
Kuna like to all bases. It's just boys
so
to men.
we'll go here, there, everywhere.
To touch. Yeah.
I like
but
that.
But humor. If you love, you laugh.
Yeah.
If you love comedy, yeah.
I like that, Maze. So what we'll do in the next link, we'll talk about where you are and perspectives you may take now with this growth to where you are.
Yeah.
We'll talk about experiences in love.
Perfect.
We'll talk about that's perfect. Hata hiyo tunaweza
experiences in love.
Experiences in love. Sindio? Experiences with money and lessons around money, love and life. Sindio?
Perfect, yeah.
Ladies and gents, tunaingia mziki, tunacheza ngoma nyingine moja, alafu we get back to our conversation. Tunacheza Njerai ama tunacheza Ndovu Kuu? Who are we with? Njerai, akisioni, wacha tuambie kile aoni. You know where we are. Center stage is definitely the place as always. Kigondu is on as always as a hashtag. Unaweza tupata pale IG at center stage KE _ but of course a station kubwa sana at PAWA radio kama kawaida. Check us out on the YouTubes. Check us out everywhere else. Tupo, watu wa Twitter. Mi usema nitashinda nimekam kwenu ni wa big up, but everything moves on so quickly, but I always get to you at some point. Don't worry, we also got trailers for you. Today we'll be talking about what's going on in the cinemas. But until then, tusikize mziki alafu turudi kwa mic one. Let's go.
Your kind of music, all that right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Njerai, kani mi unatrai kufikia maze utanifikia bana. Mi ushani get Njerai, niko kwa bag yako, ni bebe Njerai bana. Hala at your boy. Nikiweza kuget kwa hii show siwezi kataa bana. Guy, Njerai akikuja, yeye ndiye atanifanya interview. Hello maze. Nimesim sana bana.
Kidogo tu.
Kidogo bana. No, mi Njerai I'm simping for you. Hebu chukua hii. Njerai, I'm simping for you bana. Hala at your boy. Ntakufikia. That's what's up. So what are we talking about? We're talking about boys to men. This show explores the awkward, absurd, and often painful transition from idealistic dreams to grown-up responsibilities. With a mix of storytelling, punchy stand-up, and raw honesty, Mike reflects on his own journey, moving from the wide-eyed optimism of a young man chasing creative freedom to confronting the messiness of bills, expectations, relationships, and the relentless question, am I doing this right? Ladies and gentlemen, let him tell us, is he doing it right? How's your how's your love life, bro?
Pande ya love life.
Kidogo Messi. Ama kunaendaje? Njerai, hala at your boy.
Njerai mazi. Pande ya love life. Ni inactive mbaya sana.
Okay.
Yeah, like like if you need like a superficial funny answer.
No, don't sweat it, man. What's the biggest lesson as a young man? Unajua hatujafika chwani that you've learned about love.
Love.
Uko tu way, okay, maybe 20 years ago I didn't see it that way.
It's love.
Yeah.
It comes packaged in very many different ways. Sometimes it's packaged in a way that you don't expect.
Okay.
You don't. Nini.
Yeah.
But you have to be clever enough, intuitive
Okay.
to see that this is love.
Okay,
Sijui
I
kama
get
makes
it.
sense.
I get it.
Kuna
I get
time
it.
unaweza hata na ukihata kwa ngori.
Bro, nakupata kabisa.
Exactly.
So much so, hadi umefanya nifikiria recent interaction I had,
Yeah.
whereby mi nikomboka. Like I'm not out here looking for love in any way.
Yeah.
Na nimechill too, then one of my people in the space, akakam tukachill. Oh, the weather. Kidogo, uko, oh snap, there is chemistry here. And we both sort of
Exactly.
noticed it at the same time.
Yeah.
And right now we are so close, tuko, who would have known it started there?
Who would have known?
Maze, so I sort of get you on that.
Yeah, it's never like idealistic. It's never what you think. Vitu zinafanya zimu hii Kenya ni movie. ndugu yangu. Yeah, it's not idealized.
Usizime movie, si ndio tuna make do na movie bana.
Sawa. Kama kuna Twitter zimo ni movie. Watu waone movie.
Exactly. What about money? What's the biggest lesson as a young man you've learned about money so
The biggest
far?
lesson I've learned about money. I've seen people with so much, like okona like bado wako miserable, and I've seen people with so little na wana cover a lot of ground, wanako able kudui na wanako even overly generous than mse akona more.
I get you.
So it's a lot of like, I don't know, it's like, here's another thing pia naweza kuambia. I saw someone, I've seen this, and also saw it said on the internet. Sometimes money, like wealth, the truest form of wealth ni like your network in a way.
Yeah, your network, what do they say? Your network is your net worth.
Yes, and that's how you store like like you cannot equate to cheki, hello Kigondu, niaje, I have this show on to promote, as opposed to I'll throw money at everything.
You're right.
Wanna get?
You're right.
So if I have you as a friend, alafu you're like, could you promote show yako? That's like invaluable. So that's like a slight lesson.
That's a good lesson,
yeah,
bro.
people can be like,
and
be worth more than money.
I like that, Maze. Another contentious one, a huge theme for sure. I'm not suggesting that you tackle this, but I think it's an important thing to think about. What's the biggest lesson, ama misconception you've discovered about religion and belief, and in that line?
Religion.
In fact, wacha tushikanishe vitu kadhaa at the same time.
Yeah.
And authority, unajua, and rulers and kings and presidency and governance. What's your thoughts on all this?
Speaking to like someone who's a stand-up comedian, we have a huge problem in authority. We question a lot of things. Yani our brains are usually, but there's nothing wrong na religion, but except as you find people who are at the top, mazee wana exploiters wako chini.
Oh, exploitation.
Yeah,
for sure.
I remember place na live mazee also went to church. Yani, so I passed by on Sunday. I was just taking a stroll around 2. Mazee watu wamejaa, and then you look and it's like majority women and children.
Of course.
Yeah, so unaangalia like, and they're queuing up to go get prayed for by the pastor. So kuna hiyo idea it's community, unajua ama dhambi kwa wapi, so nataka kae home.
Right.
Acha ende ana mama mwingine, acha ende a pray. Maybe there's like a void in their lives, their hearts, they want to pray, nini.
That says something, because that's almost a lesson by itself. That's almost saying, well, maybe learning that just let people do them. Unajua? Hey, if ka wamepotoka, let them do them. If wako on the
but
right,
I really wish like we'd have more ministers, preachers who are not like exploitative.
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
Like if it was men, we're exploiting men, yeah, ni sawa. But you go to church, it's like majority women and children.
Bro, that is such a statement. So ka wana exploit wanaume ni sawa.
No, hey, if
ni mtu amejipeleka.
Kucontend na men ni tricky. Yeah, but women, you're just like the bottom barrel of.
Yeah, like you're umekatch hat zao maze na ukapull in kabisa. I hear you, man.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay. What about expectations adulting, especially as a young man? Have you noticed, ama even will you talk about this in your special?
Yeah.
The being treated different as a young man as you're growing up. Unajua, dem akianza grow up, maswali zinaanza kuwa tunamuona lini. But with a young guy, the questions are definitely different. Have you experienced this, and is this something you'll be talking about?
You mean ebu phrase your question?
So for instance, there is almost a responsibility that is put on you. Especially, are you a firstborn?
No.
Secondborn?
Last.
Yeah. Maybe yours is different.
That's a perception.
Know. Yeah, is it?
Yeah, people feel like at you any lastborn, at you had it easy, you're being held by your...
Yeah, the others before you. Okay.
What lastborn particularly meant for me, everything I had to learn, nilijifunza, like, you know.
Okay.
So I had to, like, yani ata ndiyo utajifunza, like, sometimes parents will cut the time in half. Sasa mimi nilido twice na fail na tena na like which is because I'm the last of 5.
Hiyo ni mbogi bro.
Alafu pia kuna like a lot of things in the family dynamic which so I don't know, I have to figure out a lot, making mistakes, doing this,
Okay, so akuja kuwa na hiyo being guarded because unajua ni last one wetu bana.
The opposite, if anything.
All good.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I ask all these questions is sort of to get this perspective and understanding of life of Mike. Because clearly, from this perspective is where the comedy gems come. Ladies and gentlemen, where are we catching this? Tumesema ni Nairobi Laugh Bar. Boys to Men, a comedy show from coming of age to coming to terms. I really like that bana. Hiyo hata inaweza kwa status yangu. I really do because there's a reality check over there. In that statement, it's a reality check kind of thing, which happens to a lot of men. I'm hoping to see you. Ina happen this Sato, Chemi for sure, 7:30 to Kondakas, Nairobi Laugh Bar. 500, 800, 1,000. I'm sure by now tiko za Alibad zimedoz.
Zinafaa kwa zimedoz. And it's a long weekend. What are you going to do with yourself?
Tell me about it.
In the month of like, is it mental health? How do you say?
Men's mental health month.
Kwa nini usikuje one comedy ni man-centric manze?
Sindio?
Manze.
Good.
Very apropos. Come through manze.
Go catch the guy bana. He's killing it out there. Nani atakuwa kwa mbugi yako? Nani ana open? Niliona unadu video na Nduta. Niko I hope Nduta is in the show.
So
Duta, hizi stories za tabia mbaya on stage tunazipenda.
Duta can get away with it. So I have 2 guys. Doug could be hosting if nothing changes. Doug will host the show. I have a guy called Oluoch Karaoke.
Okay.
He is just the name itself
tells you a lot.
So this guy is like one of the funniest comedians in our scene. He's my personal favorite.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, like let me do a show with this guy. And then we also have Titus Mutai. He's very like if you're gonna do anything to do with men, boys,
he's the guy.
He's that guy.
Titus Mutai. Alikuwa na special last month. Ama that's a different guy I have in mind.
I think he's different. Doug ndo alishoot special yake pale Laugh.
Okay, I was there.
You were there?
Hatuwezi kosa man, for sure.
Okay, yeah.
That's what's up bana. So at least tuko na roster inafungua before you get on.
Tu ni wafani sana.
Yeah. Man, what else do you want to hear? It's going to be a fantastic time. It's definitely a good time. Nimecheki pale YouTube kuna comment nani huyo. I'll get to you for sure. Thank you maze. Mi napeana endorsement, Center Stage napeana endorsement. Laugh Bar to conduct us this coming weekend. Saturday is the day. Any last words, my brother?
Man, please support comedy. Come through Nairobi Laugh Bar. We have shows there every week. There's free shows. There's shows you can pay for tickets for. Kujeni, support us. Yeah, and not just support. You'll get your money's worth. You will laugh.
It's a good time.
Yeah. It's a great time.
It's a good time.
Yeah, Maze. Thank you so much, Maze, for having me.
Anytime, bro.
Maze, shukran.
Anytime, bana.
Yeah.
I hope to see you there. Get your peoples. Kuja na mbogi yako. Tumesema tena unaenda Stand Up Collective. Just as you said, standupcollective.co.ke. Go check them out. Everything they're doing this and every other weekend. And most definitely this Saturday, tunaenda kucheki Mike One on stage. A good time is definitely assured. Nakuona huko #Center Stage. And then this one, #Stand Up Collective. Big up to them guys. Tufikishie salamu kwa Doug and the boys.
For sure, man.
Yeah. And the ladies bana, this Friday.
Manze ladies najaribu ni nywele nikai at least. Yeah. Ladies wanatakanga nini manze.
Kujeni mshow.
Andikeni kwa comment makosa inaweza kuwa ni wapi. Tuta rectify la kwenye show.
That will be looked into. Waku hit up wapi on the IG and
Yes, on the IG it's Mike One with an underscore at the end. On TikTok is Mike One with an underscore and then a 1. Yes. Okay. And YouTube is Mike One Comedian. Does this necklace make me look like
Wamalize bro.
Why is she laughing? Mbona anacheka? The producer here is laughing. Maybe my necklace is a bit much.
Yo, bana. Fanya hivi bana. Ladies and gentlemen, we are catching Mike One this particular weekend. Mimi nasema a good time at the comedy place is always with a +1. So enda na mshikaji wako, enda na prospects, enda na mse una like, kama umemcheki toka mbali mpeleke bana, ama sema upelekwe na kama huna kana usifanye hivyo.
Njeraya kama na Kigondu maze.
Yes, Njeraya.
Ayubu anajituma.
Speaking of Njeraya.
Jerai maze. Boy kona logo, ona logo.
Bana jo.
Hello. Hey. Look how nice it looks kwa hiyo shot. Jerai maze.
Yes, speaking of shots. Ladies and gents bana. Kama huna Ndobuku and Nikita playing on your radio and every other song we'll be playing nitawaambia ni gani. Let's do it. See you at the Comedy Place this coming Saturday. Let's go.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
They say I'm hard to forget, not like the rest who force it. Going out all summer, spending like no other. They say that we can run this town, I'm certain. I own it. Come on now, yeah. 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 Come on now, yeah.
Aliposta inji kuna ndaya amewai. Lasina alikuwa Dubai. Sasa wewe unajiuliza why? Ushaanza kustress vitu hata ufai. Tika ukunywi java yote si chai. Ka utumi jama ni yote si ndai. Ka ukuli jabo vutagi ngwai wanakuona fala hi-fi. Kubali vile uko, wejipende vile uko. Ta ukule Kempinski ama Kibandaski harufu ya siwa ni iko. Lazima umake losses, bad choices, success wa process. Kabla waku notice, pia ni process. Mwishowe kuna profits. Akiwa lie.
Come on now, yeah. 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 Come on now, yeah.
Leo sina kibenzo nda kuja na mash, sina foreno nda choma kishash, kasina credo brother nda kuflash, tolewa magego kibonga trash, kolo na jua si morio anyash, skiza rongende akiskuma stash, kama hauna kupeana si mask, kuchocha huyo woman pesa otas. Hiki tu sio mistake, how many times did we risk it? Na ihason ko addicted, hauna heshima but kuwa tana discipline. Rende ni wrong na ni wrong nikidiste, hiyo ni small head ime outsmart the big head. Buda consult ndio undishike, just one call na yo gang itike.
Come on now, yeah.
Just one call na yo gang itike.
Akiwa lie.
Just one call na yo gang itike.
Come on now, yeah. Maybe a couple of millions a year. Mama Lisa, look out for these women. I made a mistake, who I'm in a year. Right on the beat, you can say I'm Khalifa. Make Khalifa on a thing where I pop up on the scene. You can say I do this often. You can take my shine, no nigga. See that manager been trying to take what's mine, no nigga. They gon' verify me every single time. So if you think you're coming for me, then do better. Come on now, yeah. 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 Come on now, yeah.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Sinanga chopa, matatu unibeba bure. Sinanga chopa, walai. Mana Batman. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina katamaje. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina katamaje. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya. Ai beba, akikuja mina teka nyama ikideka, napenda kukachocha kakicheka, na kobash mina meremeta, mjulu bengdo na keta, na changanya kaka bureta, body figure toa ka cureta, nikoneshe the math ka operator, usijali ile don't tareta, na kwaga na connect na coordinator, sina time ya call mireta. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina katamaje. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina katamaje. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya.
Msupa uko fine, una kamanzi yako 20 na uko 35. Nitakurarua leo kama tumbo fry. Ama kare gani, ama namna gani. Manze kuna vile na kutamani. Vile unakunywa makali mina kuogopa. Vile unachapa flash wene wa monyota. Unapenda genge, naona ukizitoka. Sina yako IG nataka kukustalk. Sipendi mamblena muwa block. Umetoka salon na bado na kusuka. Usisikize huda, usifunge duka.
Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina kata maje. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina kata maje. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya.
Politik, jeshi ikotik, jumutik, lukulukutik, mangeustik, madoba ni tik, deitik, tik. Mama mia sema nachotaka, mama mia sema nachotaka, Kayela sema nachotaka, sema nachotaka, sema nachotaka. Miufadhili sijaanza juzi, papa kasonko nina ujuzi. Bombo clat atupendu puzi, maedbad munda chizi.
Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina kata maje. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina kata maje. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya.
Alejandro ni wewe umepupu. Kasi DJ ama bonsa mina shuku. Niko na aquarium ndani nimefuga kuku. Mayai dinosaur utoshana na njugu. Miss Kenya ali use mwa Kenya. Jimmy Gate atapata bibi tena. Cinderella ni agent wa M-Pesa. Siwezi kati ya dema naitwa Philomena. Na naniuliza tenda ya kupika omena. Tatu kaza Scofield amehepa jela. Nani mtiaji Prince ama Depa. Ukipatwa na ukidi utasema.
Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina kata maje. Mpenzi mtazamaje, mina kata maje. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya. Mi sina ubaya, sinanga ubaya.
Yoni aje baby, usipoteze time. Sunajua meja na kwanga na wife. Nelly hakuwangi serious na life. Lenga Benzima, sunajua ni fisi. Timore na mandom, sunajua ni chizi. Imebaki nani, si imebaki mimi. Kuja ni kushow maisha ya richi. Usare mauba, uingie Mercedes. Usare fuliza, nikupe shilingi. Wacha toy market, twende Garden City.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, karibuni sana. Welcome back. It's your boy Kigondu right here in the building. Nasikiankan meruka. Kuna en malin meruka Kigondu. Kigondu, that's my name. Hashtag Kigondu is done. Hashtag Center Stage KE. You know where we are. Power Radio is a place. And this afternoon, like every other Thursday afternoon, we get to talk what is going on in the cinemas. We've just told you what's going on stand-up comedy scene. Tumeona tunaenda kucheki Mike One. He's having his show this particular Saturday. Right before them, we had the play. The guys are telling you they'll be on stage this Sunday. And after this, we'll also tell you more of what's going on the theater scene. So let's get into the cinemas. 3 weeks ago, I was right here again telling you to go watch Sinners. Did you? I also told you to go catch Mission Impossible. I went. I have my review. I have so many things to say. But we're always buying what's coming from the Americas. What about home? When was the last time you went out and watched a Rwandese film or a Nigerian film? We get to watch a lot of Nigerian films, right? Yeah, but on the streaming platforms, what about in the cinemas? That's what we'll be talking about today because I have superstars in the building, yeah? I really hope I do justice on their names, I will try. I will try. Yeah, let's go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the multi-award-winning Tolu Ajayi. Got it? Hey, I'm doing quite okay, Mazi. And the impact producer herself, Cassandra Onwualu. Did I? I did.
Acceptable.
Hey, I'll take it. How you guys doing? Good. Yeah? Welcome. Good to have you with us. I'm so honored to have a brother and a sister from the other side of Africa in the studio today, yeah? And
thank you for having us.
Anytime, yeah? The best part about it is we are here not to talk politics, yet every conversation is politics in its way, right? We are here not to talk about the need for food across Africa, yet this is important. Yeah, we could talk about fashion, which is important as well, but we're here to talk about cinema. Yeah, which is such an important medium, especially in this day and age where everyone is streaming. You know, as long as you have a mobile phone, you sort of think, why should I go elsewhere to watch something I could conveniently watch on my phone? Yeah. So let's start there. Even before we look at what we are here to share and talk about, yeah, what are your feelings on where the state of cinema is across the world? Yeah, then bring it home. We could start with you, Tolu. Then we go to Cassandra.
Okay. Cinema is really a gathering spot. It's cinema. I also teach, so for me, cinema is a fireplace. It's where everybody gathers for storytelling. It's where communities, we're all kind of in one way we're all united by one single vision and one single story, and the sound and everything all come together to create this experience. Then you all leave and you all have conversation. So cinema that can be replicated when we're all watching on phones and in different spaces. Then a cinema. I feel as Africans we're community driven, so it's essential we're sort of seeing things together. That's how we created most of our lore.
Yeah,
this is fireplace.
True. This is true. Yeah,
and it's a very strong place. We must maintain it because it's also a part of our DNA in storytelling.
Yeah, I really like that. Even the idea of sitting next to strangers and watching a thing, yet you're finding these moments where you all sort of, figure, oh, I've felt love, I've felt pain, I've felt all these things.
Absolutely.
What about you, Cassandra? What do you think? Where are we? Should we be scared? Is cinema dying?
Cinema is not dead.
It is not dead.
Not dead. It's in plain evolution. Cinema is evolving. The way we consume cinema, the way we consume film is evolving. The theatrical distribution is evolving. In Europe, especially during COVID and after COVID, there was a decline in cinema attendance. But in Africa, what that meant was instead of having so many foreign films in our cinemas, we had our local films, Nollywood films, populate the cinemas when Hollywood slowed down. And that was an encouragement for the producers. So now more people are making more films and bringing them to the cinemas, not even only in Nigeria, even in Kenya. When we were talking with a lot of the cinemas, they were all saying that they've had more Kenyan filmmakers submit their films for theatrical distribution than in past years. So it is evolving. What's happening is people are more demanding of the kind of content you show them. Because if I'm going to leave my house to go to the cinemas, then it needs to be worth it.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm going to leave my house instead of waiting for it to come to YouTube or Netflix or some other streaming platform, then it needs to be worth the money I'm going to pay you. So the way we tell stories is also evolving. We're trying to make it more culturally resonant, so that people see themselves in those films. There's a cultural renaissance that is currently happening in Africa, but also in the diaspora. So people are wanting better quality films, better stories, better production value. So that's where we currently are. Better stories, better production value, so that people have more of an incentive to go to the cinemas. Cinema is not dying. In fact, I dare say that in Africa, it's still in its nascent time because more cinemas are coming up.
Hollywood is shutting down,
Yes.
Just as recently as last night, Disney had let go of more than 100 of their employees, and this has been going on for different studios. Should we be excited on this other side of the world? Does this mean this could be an opportunity for us in a way?
I mean, it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would say. As an opportunity, I want to think of it more for us to be able to get our stories out. But we have to be intentional about storytelling. I think Africa is still cinematically unexplored. If we are going to go into the cinema, I mean, thank God for a country like yours that has, from one end of the frame to the other end of the frame, you can fill it with beautiful imagery. So we as Africans need to also get out of shooting in rooms.
Yeah.
We have so much to tell. We have more fabric.
Yes, we do.
On storytelling. So intentionality about the kind of films we want to put out there too, the kind of stories we also want to put out there. So whilst we still have this glitch, we need to jump in there really quickly. And also increase the demand for the product.
For sure. And let me split this into two, yeah? We could talk about distribution, and the gaps in there, but let's talk about story, yeah? One of the biggest criticisms we've had around works from Africa have been question marks with story, you know? But then again, especially when you see it on TV tables, there's a question of, there's an audience that already wants this type of thing. So where is a space for the creative, especially from your end, Tolu? Are we thinking creator, create first, then take it to the people? Or are you studying the people so that you decide what you're taking to them, such that you're giving into a demand that is always already there? They love comedy, so I'll give them comedy. Yet, deep down, I want to do a horror story. You know? Yeah, so what do you think comes first? Is it the people or the creator?
I've mastered my thoughts. So when I teach, I try and tell people about the spectrum of filmmaking. I say, because everyone comes into the class with different intentions. My feeling, because I started in advertising, so I already made content that was commercial-like. So I sort of feel like the opportunities kind of are leaning into making films that are resonant, that could be medicinal, that could help, narratives that could help us for our future.
Yeah.
I feel there's an opportunity there, but still entertaining. Like, we know what the elements of entertainment. I come from 30-second, 50-second storytelling.
Okay.
So you must mix in a lot of things in there. So I feel that you should know, your films should speak to certain things that are there. I think comedy is a great tool, but it can't. You sort of have to know that you can't get people to escape the reality.
Yeah.
I don't want to reveal my hand, so to speak, but you can't make people laugh away pain all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Oh, good. And I'll take it, especially because of the tone of your film. We'll be talking about your film. The tone is definitely not comedic. Might be there are aspects of in there, but it's not comedic, right? Good. Cassandra, what are the gaps? What have you noticed? Because this is from these gaps is where you built a company, right? Yeah. So what did you notice to a point you went, I don't know the last time someone in Zimbabwe watched a Kenyan film. Someone in Eritrea watched a Nigerian or a Ghanaian film. So there's definitely a gap there. And what you're doing with your company is you're sort of trying to fill this gap, but at least try and explain to us what you've observed out there and how we can exploit this gap.
So one of the things that, so there was something that happened. There was a film that was released called Saloom. It was a horror film. It had a festival run. Had a limited theatrical release, and it never came to Nigeria.
Okay.
So if you weren't in festivals when it was released, or in the few francophone countries where it was released, you wouldn't be able to watch it. It eventually came onto streaming, but I kept thinking, imagine the money that was left on the table because it wasn't released in other cinemas. And so when we came up with Screen Connect, it was really, how can we have a truly Pan-African theatrical distribution for African films, where a Kenyan film isn't just being released in Kenya. You can also watch it in Nigeria. You can watch it in Cote d'Ivoire. You can watch it in Senegal. A Nigerian film is not just being released in Nigeria. You can watch it in Ghana. You can watch it in Djibouti, right? Now, this is a marathon, obviously. It's not a sprint because, the logistics is a lot. It's a very financially intensive project. That's another challenge. It's the financing behind it, because getting the films out in these cinemas, doing the posters, transporting them, doing the press junkets, imagine, because we also want to ensure cultural exchange. So that means also bringing in the director to do press junkets. You know, all of that costs money, right? So there's also the financing behind all of that. That's another challenge that we are hoping in our very little way. Like I said, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
To start to fill in those gaps.
Okay.
To start to also provide those films that would not normally be looked at as a film you should watch in the cinema. And I'll give you an example. Over the Bridge, for instance, when it came out, it did mostly festival runs. It had a limited UK release, a theatrical UK release. In Nigeria, it premiered at AFRIF to 2 sold-out halls, but we didn't get a traditional distribution deal.
Okay.
And so one of the things was, you know, why should we only focus on comedy? Why should we only focus on, you know, crime thrillers or capers? You know, there's a, like he mentioned, there's a spectrum of genres that you can make, and these films all deserve to be seen at the cinema.
Yeah.
So that's it. So just providing a wider range of films and cinemas, fostering that cultural exchange, marketing, okay, because we're also doing a lot of marketing for the films. Distribution companies usually don't do a lot of that. We are trying to see how we can do that while remaining profitable, because there's also, you know, the finances behind that. How can we properly market a film to its intended audience? Because every film is not for everybody. That's
This is true. This is very, very true.
So those are some of the things that...
Good. I like that. I really do like that. In fact, in the next link, I want us to talk about the network so far. Then at the end of that link, we'll talk about the film. Yeah. So for the next link, we'll have the 2 ladies by themselves. No, we'll have the 2 ladies.
Okay.
Then I'll close with the director for the last one. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. You know it's Kigondu, like every other Thursday right here, telling you this is what we are watching, and you got to go out there and support. Not only because we are supporting, but because we actually enjoy what we are going to do out here. It's always a good time. We'll tell you where to place your monies, because yes, we are going to watch this one and we'll come and review and say we had a good time and everything we feel about it, right? Ladies and gents, talk to me. On the socials, you know where we are, at PAWA Radio, Power Radio, at Kigondu, KIGO, and UW. Kama kawaida, hashtag Kigondu is on. Let's do this.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Nani mwingine mabjua Kenya nzima kama mimi, mwenye kushika maiki na kuwapa Kiswahili shua, rhymes kitua, rhymes pasua vifua.
Bakbandika, bakbandua, aste aste kajegi na machua, tamhalua kakinipa minaua, meza mate uteme na mapua, kukuruku amuka kumekucha, boss ni luku na ukatagi makucha, rupurupu kwa wale kuninusha, guns mandogo mandoko kungusha, veteve, veteran, kama veve na veveta, nina rakete ya federa, nasisongi na federa, hasta la vista naendea yo sister, namkutanisha style za Batista, na Mona Lisa ndemo agarisa, na kwata misa nkosa kanisa, bandana ya Isa, fresh ka bandana ya Isa, bandana ya Isa, niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa, bandana ya Isa, niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa, bandana ya Isa, fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Mkiwa high school kwa itwa Pudo, John Dosa fizo niko Ludo, saa moja nsa kupitisha burungo, fast body ndo alimfunzaga makumbo. Mkiwa 16 fuko gode 16, 17 koma things ndane 18 kona daisha niko 19 kila time ni 420 years, na bado nimestand kama cross ya kanisa, bado fresh kama bandana ya Isa, wananitambua sitaji visa, niko real nimechill sina speed, niko zone airborne siko greedy, mouth ebu nijenge, wajue the real meaning of madhenge, veteran, na wasikudanganye cause I'm still the one, veteran, na wasikudanganye cause I'm still the one. bandana ya Isa. Fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa.
Hii madada kila klabu wakiruka kama panzi. Lyrics za Habib za wainua kama chupa ya Bakadi. Wachungu kali mao lakini watamka sukari. Alhamdulillah. Hii madada wenye midomo nyekundu kama mabuyu. Nataka kuwapiga busu. Niwaambie vile na wapenda kama nyinyi ni ndugu. Na Isa linionya jua mamanzi kama nyinyi. Kama hatuna hatuli. Ukinipa shishibi ninaruka vikingi. Ukinipa ulimi mi husahau bibi kukupigania sishindi. Vile mama wewe huringi ndo nakutaka zaidi. Fresh kama
bandana ya Isa. Fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa.
Genge sausi naogopa. Genje nikisanifu na umoka. Sembe kila siku nikomboka. Wembe ka jeje okocha. Sindo wale vutatire ndani ya chopa. Sindo wale uingia piri na mapocha. Sindo wale tukiomoka wenda ocha. Sindo wale uficha kidi ndani ya toja. Natesa kamurage kiwa kemsa. Na daidem gaza kama Petra. Mini lao na sorora tu mazebra. Na watibu kama Panadol Extra.
Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Mko pressed mnangangania maisha. Ndo maana spangi impressed mkidanganya kwa Insta. Nagopa two things, so dia shootings. Nguko na mood swings, do they confuse me? Muli ni trendisha kwa Twitter for like 2 weeks. Misa nkodaro naandikia ma new hit. Mafala kabisa, meka mna change kama makanga wa Nissan. Mistari fresh ka
bandana ya Isa.
Fresh ka
bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Fresh ka bandana ya Isa. Bandana ya Isa. Niko fresh ka bandana ya Isa.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Baby, I'm too good to you. You take me so for granted. Open your eyes and see. You'll never find a better lover. Original black man kole wa Genesis. Na kama tu Genesis, manyoka ndo bado ma nemesis. So niko strapped ka friends wana benefit. Na hewa ndo remedy. Msoto ndo enemy, mindo kusema ni rapa ma melody. Buzz unapewa ni koko na felony. I'm running this shit by literally jogging my memory. Mr. Kinweke category. But kani master take we ebony. Kasi na uwezo mi basi ni nani ataileta vile na ileta easy level ni heavenly. Yo negative energy kana yo mbali ujione. Capital City na meza wa shamba. Wanapotea. Mini kisha shika mikwanja. Na wachorea. Ambigi na pita jibouncer. Ana Romeo. Na zikisha shika ni blanda. But utazoea. 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 Ukuma gangsta utembea na escorts. Chadota tuzimeashwa matasa hizo mina shikwa juu ya dreadlocks. Na ufisadi ndo inahitaji effort. kuna tension na corona imemaliza pension, tukipula putwe ni mateso, Babylon itakulwa na ghetto, mimi niko job na ile tatu rovle inafaa kutoka, unamaliza chuo ukingoja kushota, ni wapi unajua degree na guarantee kupata job, nimeibika unajuana, so kwa matembe na mariwana utapata vijana, na hivyo ndo kuko do Nairobi City na meza mapasta wanapotea, mimi nikishashika mikwanja na wachorea, ambigi na fita jibouncer na Ana Romeo, na zikishashika ni blanda, bado utazoea wako za kisasa, utazoea utazoea nasoka kisasa, utazoea utazoea wako za kisasa, utazoea utazoea nasoka kisasa, utazoea na kwanga ground, sikusikii ukiongea niko zone, hapo sling ina shine kama chrome, na kwa scene naingianga kidon, siko late, show inaanza nikifika kwa gate, na pull up na gari 28, orders drunk pekendo ana relate, true stories exaggerate, unashindwa kukataa, beat na banja, streets natambua, price inapanda, na kwanga ground, number 1 ndo mali na belong, kwa hapo juu nimesha vela ina pong, kabla upafu shajua tu ni strong, na ni strong, shaka form, bank account ya check wanda perform, at the top kuna kwanga kulonely, uko alone, unombwa too long, baada ya loan. I'll do anything for your love, anything for my woman, anything for your love, anything. I'll do anything for your love, anything for my woman, anything for your love, anything. I'll do anything for your love, anything for my woman, anything for your love, anything. I'll do anything for your love, anything for my woman, anything for your love, anything for my woman, anything for your love, anything for my woman, anything for your love, anything.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Yes, you know where we are. Power Radio is a place to be this afternoon. Every Thursday, remember, Center Stage is in the building. And today, we have Queens for this particular link. And we are talking about Screen Connect. But most importantly, we are talking about cinema and how to get it close to you or you closer to it. We want you to look for the biggest cinema next to you. I have Marete Selvin with us. She's one of the founders of Screen Connect. But Marete, wacha nianze na a very important question, yeah? Mm-hmm. I don't know where you live, but what's the cinema closest to you?
What's the cinema closest to me? Garden City.
Garden City. Yes. Oh, that's what's up. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa nataka uniambie ni Islando alafu uko. Yeah, no cinemas in Islando.
Oh, there's I think there's a cinema in Eastlands.
3 years old? It's not that old,
It's
right?
not that old, no.
Super recent.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us what Screen Connect is about, yeah? Then we'll start mapping cinemas across Africa and strategy to get into to getting as many people to. They don't have to be buildings. We can put up domes and we can put up structures that are only for the weekend, yeah? Okay. To see as what's the biggest number we can get people to go watch stuff out there, yeah? Yeah, good. So tell me a bit about what you guys have put together.
So the Screen Connect is a Pan-African distribution initiative. We're looking to partner with cinemas to have more of our local films showing in cinemas, not just once in a while, but more frequently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. And then when you're out there trying to make these connections, yeah, what have you noticed? Because yes, business has to be done, yeah? So what has you noticed to be one of the biggest challenges to getting these guys to sort of see your vision? Because I'm assuming you're approaching already established structures, right? Yeah, what's one of the biggest challenges so far in that conversation?
I think the one, we're coming to it realizing that we're not reinventing the wheel.
Okay.
We are plugging ourselves into business models that are already working. So the biggest challenge is to convince them that this is a very new initiative to want to work with us. But again, there's always that person who decides to take a risk. And we are so lucky that we got Century Cinema to be, we're looking forward. We've been wanting to have more local films in our cinemas, and we think we can work with you guys. And them coming on board, that was something really major, and we hope then that continues to happen. But we've had quite a number of conversations, and as any startup, it has to be that one bold person who decides, I'm
ready.
I'm buying to your idea, and I'm ready to work with you.
I'm willing
Let's
to
see
risk.
how it goes. Yes, I'm willing to risk. That's the word.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Cassandra, are you thinking about price point when you're having these conversations? Because it will be said when I'm going to watch a local film, I'll watch it at 2,000 shillings, right? But I'll catch Mission Impossible at 600 shillings. I'm not saying that's a price out here, but yeah, just for an example. Are we looking at this when you're having these conversations?
So I think it's important to know why sometimes it's 2,000 shillings.
Yeah.
It's because traditionally, a lot of Kenyan films are released for a very short period of time. So say a one-day release or a two-day release. And so that's why you have those very high ticket prices, like 2,015, because you're not doing it for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
So what we are doing is more of an extended cinema circuit that goes beyond that one day where you have to make so much money. And so the price tickets are much. We're doing it for an extended period of time. We're starting with a week.
Okay.
And depending on how ticket sales goes, there's also the possibility to extend to 2 weeks and even a month to 6 weeks.
Okay.
So our price, because of that, we can do the normal ticketing prices, which is 700 to 750 Kenyan shillings. So we do take into consideration, obviously we're starting with this market, but even for other markets, we're looking at how can we also make this a reasonable pricing for people, because when you want to bring people to the cinemas, you have to consider that you can't pretend that that's not a roadblock for a lot of people. So how can we work with cinemas to have a more equitable pricing system,
okay,
to allow for more people to come to watch it, but that is also profitable for the cinemas and for us.
I hear you. What about the unloading of this quote-unquote content? I know that's a word we frown upon here, but how are you bringing these filmmakers on board? Are you approaching them each at a time, or do you have platforms on which they can now approach you and say, I'd love for you, Marete and the team, to push this film across Africa?
We hope we're getting there, where
Okay.
we are approached by filmmakers. But for this first one, it was really getting to the networks that we're both in, and getting to select the film.
Okay.
Our hope is that we get to a place where they can just plug into our platform and they can reach out to us, and so that we can get to see what films are there. Are they resonant? Is it what we're looking for? Does it also have a market value? Because that's, again, it's business. Yeah.
I hear you. Is there opportunity for the cinema runs to also connect with festivals? Or are we, because me, right here in Nairobi, I'm imagining there's an ecosystem of festivals in Africa, but this is just me in my imagination. So maybe the better question is there, and is there room to collaborate with that system as well?
Yeah, so we have cinemas across Africa that we've already started reaching out to, but we also are very aware that a lot of times festival films are not necessarily cinema films. I think it's important to understand that there are different types of theatrical distribution. You can have the traditional theatrical distribution where you have your film in the cinemas for 3 weeks for a month, but you can also do curated screenings. So for very art house films, social impact films, we can have curated screenings for that, where you're not putting it in the cinema for a month and then have only a few people come in once a week to come and watch it, losing money for the cinemas, right? So instead of that, we would have a more curated, what we call forwalling.
Okay.
That kind of release for those type of films. So cinemas are great to plug into, But in my experience, I've worked in distribution, in that type of distribution for a bit. A lot of times, those very art house, very artsy, film d'auteur films, they're not necessarily what cinemas want.
Why are you breaking my heart right now? You know, I have my first feature in the drive. Just thinking, this is for me and my family.
I mean, there are other ways. You know, there are other ways to distribute that. I'm just saying. So, if you understand the way the theater works, right? They give you their halls. Now, the idea is if I have, say, 100 seats in those halls, I expect you to fill up at least 90% of those films. If I'm telling you, if you're telling me to give you a slot every day of the week, and every day of the week you have only 10 people, it means I have lost money that I could have given to another film that would have filled up those seats.
It's not making business sense.
It's not making business
But
sense.
are we bringing in money from the popcorn and the sodas and that's just on the...
Oh, but you still need people to come in to buy the soda,
The popcorn and the soda.
The 10 people are buying 10 popcorns. Oh, but it's all good.
The popcorn and the soda, they don't buy themselves. The more people fill up those seats, the more soda and popcorn they buy. So I think one of the things also we try to tell filmmakers is you have to put on your business thinking cap, and you can't be overly emotional about this. You need to know the kind of film you make. Some people make films that are not for cinema, but they want it to be in cinema. But it's not for cinema. Some films are actually better off staying in the festival circuits and then having certain kind of curated screenings and then licensed by a streamer or something, not necessarily coming to
the
cinema. So every film won't have that.
Okay.
And I think you have to be open-minded.
So is this are we trying to get to blockbuster types?
So not necessarily. I'm very wary of using blockbuster.
Okay.
And I'll give you an example. Over the Bridge is not a commercial blockbuster film, but it's a cinema film. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to have Marvel type or comedy capers, which is what traditional distributors call cinema films, quote unquote, right? You can have films that are a bit maybe slower, more mellow, more reflective in their messaging, and they can still be for cinemas. It's really, we at Screen Connect, we review films. We look at it, with a
Holistically.
Holistically. So what are the benefits of this? Like, what aspects of this can fit into that cinema landscape? Okay? What is the angle we can market with, or market through that can attract the maximum amount of people in the cinema? So Over the Bridge, for instance, has so many elements in it. You have men's mental health, you have financial corruption, which falls into the crime genre. You have romance, because you also have a husband and his wife who are having, certain issues. You have identity issues. What makes a man a man? And when you start having issues, how do you deal with it as a man? So it's a lot of things, and that's why, even though it's not a comedy, it's not a quote unquote blockbuster,
it will work.
A cinema
film. Will work. I like that, because my next question was actually to be focused on you, Marete, asking why Tolu's film. And that has sort of given me hints as to why this particular film, But I'm sure you have more to add around how you came across the film, or more around why you decided Over the Bridge. I'm sure it's not just the AMVCAs. You're like, okay, I see. It's all these nominations. Definitely, this has been watched, like you've said, the European run. I'm sure it's not just that, right? So kindly build up on that for me. Why this film?
It resonates. It's actually captures issues that it's made in Nigeria, but it's the same issues that we're probably dealing with here. And it would resonate with quite a lot of audiences. So that's one. And the beauty of stories is that a good story, no matter where it comes from, it will resonate with audiences from other places. And that's something that we're really leveraging on. In terms of how we got it, I think Cassie has more of the background story of how we reached to this film. But we thought that this is a good representation of what Screen Connect wants to do and the kind of films that we want to get to our cinemas, among others.
I'll come back to that. You called her? You called her, Casey?
Cassie.
Cassie. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Could I call you
Yes,
Cassie?
you can.
I was about to say Cassandra. You know? Yeah. So I'll get to that, Cassie. But after this, are we doing another country? Are we? Yeah?
Oh, our hope is that we'd get more films in different cities, from
Okay.
Nairobi to Lagos to Accra to Dakar to
Yeah.
Kigali. If we are able
It's
to
showing
do
in
that,
Kigali?
yes,
Oh,
and
that's what's
in
up.
Kigali. So, as we said, we want to create a Pan-African network.
Good.
So
Good.
our films don't remain within our borders, which has been the norm.
Mm.
Like we have really pretty cool films from Kenya that don't cross the border to Tanzania.
Mm.
So why can't we have a premiere in Kenya and have the same
You
premiere
know-
in Tanzania, in Uganda, in
Let me get your number.
So
let me get your number. I'm
Are you a
definitely.
filmmaker?
I am a filmmaker.
Really?
Yeah.
Director, producer, writer.
Well, now we've made the interview this way. Well, anyway, no, a bit of
Yeah.
everything. So I'm a writer who directs as well. And
Awesome.
the thing I like the list I produce, but it's because again we don't have that,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
yes, so yes, I'm following up on this conversation.
Awesome.
I'm taking
Fantastic.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So there's the idea is to move it as much.
Yes, we want to
You
move
know?
it as much.
Okay, how's the
So-
structure out there? Like, are there cinemas in the rest of Africa? I'm not being blind. You know, I'm here. Yes, so of course, all the urban centers do sort of have their cinemas, but I've heard of stories of tents being pitched up, especially in Niger, and there's a whole independent movement around that. Yeah, so I'm curious, how's the rest of Africa?
Do you want me to answer that?
I think there's cinemas. I think you can build onto it because she's Nigerian and she can talk about more about what's happening there. But I think we have quite a number of screens across the
Africa,
continent.
yeah.
And we're seeing an increasing number of screens. So that tells you there's a hunger for people walking into cinemas and watching these films. So we're trying to take that opportunity to build onto it. As they grow, we also keep on growing and have more of our stories out there.
I see. You guys have put yourselves in the right place. Build on that, on the Niger or anywhere else.
Also, in terms of, I mean, it's not just obviously because of our population in Nigeria, and because filmmaking has become. We have such a strong filmmaking culture in addition to population. So we do have a lot of cinemas, like proper cinemas, not necessarily tents, but proper cinema structures in Nigeria. We have at the moment, we have about 80-something.
Oof, that's impressive.
Something screens.
Yeah.
You know what, let me not goof, but we do have a lot of cinemas in Nigeria. Probably, I would say, maybe you guys have 9. You guys have about 9 to 13.
It's embarrassing. Don't say it too loud. It's just
No, that's I don't. So here's the thing. I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about.
Yeah.
Right. You have to understand that because of Africa's history, our creative space was halted.
This is true.
Colonization, slavery, military rule, independence, war. So a lot of these things were halted. Some of the cinemas that existed have become relics. You know, if you go to Angola, Mozambique, you see real edifices that were former cinemas.
Yeah.
But they are either abandoned or they've been converted to churches or restaurants. So I don't think there's anything to be ashamed. The important thing is that progress is being made and evolution is happening. So Nigeria has, a lot of, I think we have about 100 thereabouts.
Okay.
You have Canal Olympia, which is a French cinema line. They exist across 16 to 20 African countries.
Okay.
So the line of cinemas, they exist. You have Pathé. Pathé is in Tunisia, Senegal, Morocco, and Cote d'Ivoire. You have Le Majestic, another line of cinemas, but they're mostly based in Cote d'Ivoire. They have about 4 cinemas there.
Okay.
So Cote d'Ivoire in the Francophone region has a lot of cinemas. They probably have the largest in the Francophone region.
Okay.
And of course, you have Cameroon, you have Ghana. No, Ghana doesn't have a lot, actually. You have Cameroon, you have Congo, and then South Africa, of course.
For sure. Yeah.
And North Africa is also up there with Egypt and Morocco.
And you're trying to now build on this network.
So eventually, like I said, if you remember, there's a marathon for us. It's not a sprint. We're not expecting that, tomorrow we're just going to be everywhere. It's we believe in slow and steady wins the race. If you build it slowly and strongly, and the foundation is strong, you can keep building on it. So we are looking long term.
Yeah.
And we are very happy to start small and strong, build that brand, build that community, and expand as time goes.
I like that. I very much like that. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We're about to give you a trailer of what you're watching, and we'll tell you where and when and how soon, and hopefully ticket prices. Well, we'll give you as much details as we can, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll have Tolu in the next one and Marete for sure. We close with our final link after a song. Let's jump in, ladies and gents. #center stage. Let's go.
Your kind of music, all day, all
Thank you very
night,
much.
right here on your only
Yeah,
station.
you guys are doing the Lord's work.
Teachers and my fellow students. My name is Muhammad Abdul Karim, and I'm about to recite a poem to you entitled Mgeni. Mgeni kumpokea, kumbe ni kujitongea. Alipokuja siku ya kwanza, alipokewa vizuri. Alipokuja kumpokea. Aish mazee, do my thing.
Yeah, we say kwa ground ni different. Kwa ground ni different. On the ground is definitely, yeah. Okay.
Sisters. Manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike. Tule manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike. Tule manzi anavokata tonight, shaking her figure to left and to right. Mamanzi wote nataka mfurai, nataka mudance, ki experience. Just you look so romantic tonight. On that outfit imekutai. So tule ramza basi baby, shake your waist like kama Beyonce. Songa karibu nikuonyeshe hicho kiuno, nikukamate chini kwa chini, tusakate from now mpaka je. Au vipi baby? Manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike. Tule manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike. Just take a look the way she's moving. African sexy girl, the way she dances. Jesus, I Nico excited in a different day. Me wanna be there. Okay, rata eh. From the distance you look so sexy. Me nataka kukutouch, touch unavo shake, unani make my mind go wow. So we gonna party until done. Baby girl, would you wine and go down? Cause you know many times me on the way you broken ball. Eat daddy dance floor, eat daddy dance floor. Tule manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike. Tule manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike, kaukatike, mkaukatike.
This nonsense! Madam, we are here on a drama festival. Si alikuwa anasema poem. Unapia smarters. Stop the nonsense.
Nijazu unavyokata bam 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 bam. Unavyokata bila kuhata bam 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 bam. Ninabaki naona turaha tam tam. Basi dada wacha kuka. Amka ukatike, amka ukatike, amka ukatike. Unanijaza unavyokata bam 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 bam. Unavyokata bila kuhata bam 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 bam. Ninabaki naona turaha tam tam. Basi dada wacha kuka. Amka ukatike, amka ukatike, amka ukatike yule manzi anavokam anavocheza drum anavokata pam 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 mimi napenda ukidance cause you have a chance basi ya amka ukatike amka ukatike amka ukatike yule manzi anavokam anavocheza drum anavokata pam 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 mimi napenda ukidance cause you have a chance basi ya amka ukatike amka ukatike amka ukatike.
Hebu zunguka hapa unichukue vile niliona anapitia hapa sio
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
You do understand, right?
Yes, boss. I understand. So long we keep to our promise.
On that day, I didn't see misdemeanor. I saw great.
I'm sorry. I cannot help you for Larry. Cut your losses. Get out.
I saw determination. For this job, you're either leading the race or losing.
I'm just tired of making excuses. Like, I don't even ask for anything anymore. I just want him to show up. Why can't he do that?
For Larry, you can't roll with the big fish without swimming the deep end.
Will this affect the project?
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely a must-watch. The film received 12 nominations at the 2024 Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards, AMVCAs, including Best Director, Best Movie, and Best Editing, and went on to win Best Cinematography and Best Production Design. Over the Bridge will screen at the Century Cinemax Junction, Garden City. Oh, nice. Now, this is super close to home. Garden City and Two Rivers from 6th June through the end of the month. Yeah, so most of this month. Good. We'll come back to that, Marete, and you'll tell us about the details. Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about this film. I had asked you a question about your taste on Kenyan film. But let me now that we've watched the trailer, let's talk about it. I could read the synopsis, but from the director's mouth, what is the film about?
Over the Bridge is about promises. It's about broken promises. It's about the state of things. It's about identity. You get to really explore what's like, the behind the scenes of powerful, quote unquote, powerful men. And we explore a lot of that, what they're doing. One of the key things I was fascinated with is the fact that a lot of people behind the microphone make promises that sometimes they intend on keeping, but they have no power over making them. What happens to you when you don't do that? And what are the consequences? So we explore that in many ways. We explore land stealing. We explore real identity, so-called strength. We explore, what it means to stand up for yourself. We explore male mentorship. Also, some of the guys you're following in society, are they good for you?
Mm.
So it's a lot of that, but it's also an exciting film. It's a lot of mystery. One critic says it's Lagos like you've never seen it before.
I like that.
So the cinematography choices are also very different. It looks, I find it hard to talk about the film in But since we're promoting,
Yeah.
it looks good. It looks really, really good. It's a vision that you haven't seen before, especially from Nigerian films.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. I'm definitely watching this.
Absolutely.
I could even pay for a ticket right now.
Please do.
I could buy tickets for you guys as well. Don't be like that. When you're suddenly...
Please make sure Flozz gets one. She's an amazing cinematographer. She must see the film.
Sindio, you must see this film. I really like the themes that you've spoken about, and Cassie also spoke about them as well. So I love the build-up around this. And it's clearly a very important film, but I love that it also gives us the promise of entertainment.
Yes.
Because at times we could go heavy on theme and entertainment factor, but it feels like it. Even from the trailer, the first time I watched it, I was like, this is giving me like thrilling vibes in there.
Yeah.
So well done, even for the MVCAs. And hey, now award winning, Bana. But you've been at this for quite a while.
Yes, a bit.
So well done on all this works.
Yes, thank you so much.
We're definitely catching this.
Sure.
Yeah, but we want to underline the where, and we also want to underline the when. So when are we catching this film, and where are we watching it, Marete?
You can catch the film at Century Cinemas, that is at Garden City Junction and Two Rivers, and tomorrow's opening night at Sarit Center.
Opening night?
So at Sarit Center at 7:30, Junction at 7:45,
Okay.
and Two Rivers at 5. And 7:30 as well.
Which one am I supposed to be there for Q&A?
And he
Probably
will be at Sarit Center
tomorrow night.
That's what's so everybody should come, interact with him, get to know what was behind the scenes, what was the process, what are some of the lessons that he got to learn doing the film.
Yeah.
And above all, enjoy the film.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. Kendi, let's do a PSA right now. Give me that.
Wow,
give me that.
thank you so much.
Let's do one of those, because that's a big deal, especially at the Sarit. That's my favorite cinema.
Nice.
Yeah. But I love
nice.
Garden City because it's super close to home.
Yeah.
So this is a call out to all of you. In my case, I'll say to all filmmakers and all artists, but this is of importance to all of us. Catch the premiere of Over the Bridge at the Sarit Center tomorrow at 7:30, meaning be there by 5, by the way, because it's about to sell out. It's about to sell out. There will be a Q&A with the director and the team right after the movie is done. So show up, Bana. We can all fill the Sarit Center. I hope to see you there because I'll definitely be there. Asanteni sana, Bana. That is super dope. Now, right before we close, I was curious about your take on Kenyan films, what you've tasted. And I love it because we said cultural exchange.
Awesome.
So now here there's something from my side that you liked. Now I want to see yours as well so that I also comment.
Oh, good.
And feel invested as well.
Oh, good.
Tell me a bit about what you've watched from this side of the world.
I think the most recent thing I've seen, which is an older film, was Nairobi Half-Life. Because I never finished watching it. I'd seen a couple of films by it's One Fine Day. They had stuff on YouTube. Some Fine Day, sorry.
Yeah.
Some Fine Day. They had the YouTube channel, so I did watch a lot of that. Every now and then I like to watch just to see what people are saying. And Nairobi Half-Life really took Nigeria by storm. The year it came in, it was probably like in its time, it did get 12 nominations, and it carted away. Everyone in Nigeria was like, okay, we need to change our game. It was a game-changing arrival. So it's interesting that I get to also visit with something like this.
Yeah.
And I also got to meet the filmmaker. I met Tosh as well, and so nothing but respect, really.
Good.
It's an urban, Lagos and Nairobi. I mean, both films are urban stories about guys on the come up. So it was a film we understood immediately. It wasn't hard. The morality wasn't murky.
Yeah.
You
didn't even have to live in Nairobi to get it.
No, we understood. It was very clear. Okay, this happens in Surulere in Lagos. So this that's why I feel like these transcultural conversations we're having are so easy. It takes people like Screen Connect to just fit it together.
Yeah.
I used to work on MTV Sugar, and this is the birthplace of MTV Sugar.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I worked in the Niger, MTV Sugar Niger, and again, when we watched MTV Sugar, it's when we could see Lagos, so it wasn't hard, for us to have. So I feel like co-productions collaborations be natural.
Yeah. I think that's the future of African filmmaking. A lot more collaborations. And we are here for it. Man, do you know, we hear a lot of good things about Nigerian food. What we hear when you guys come over is, where's the pepper? Where is the
we were forged in a furnace of spice.
Clearly. But at least I
everyone.
love that we agree on at least one thing. Cinema, we are like, we like what you guys are doing because we love. We consume your content a lot. Even before streaming and the cinemas, Nigerian films were everywhere. Here, So we'd like to shout you out for that. Absolutely. Keep doing what you do. Thank you for your work. We'll be there tomorrow night throughout its run. Yes. So again, the cinemas, please, Marete.
It's running from the first weekend, that is 6th to 12th.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch it on Garden City, Garden City Junction, Two Rivers. But for the opening night, at Sarit.
Well, we see fancy places for the opening night. Then we come to the people. Tafadhali. I'll watch it a couple of times. I promise.
Do.
Thank you. We're in the streets. Asante Sana, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Like I always say, if you buy a ticket, I will buy 2 more. So I dare you. Send me the details. You've bought the ticket. I promise I'll buy you 2 tickets. 2 tickets. Let's go. You know where the show is. Power Radio Kama Kawaida. Thank you, Marete. Thank you, Cassie. And definitely Tolu. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I always wanted to say how far now, but we're closing. I'm not too bad.
That was on point. Totally.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Asanteni sana.
This is the first interview I'm doing with windows open.
Yeah, well, we're home. Let's go.
Yeah, this is how I enter. My tracks left, right, and center. Gikoyo wa moranga, webusneke oreda. Unatingisha madiaba, unachunisha tenje. Unaruka kama mwenda, kichwa yako iko skwembe. Unadombolo, let's go. Wanapenda kujiringa, wanapenda kujiringa, na wakishika flow bado wadunda, wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu, wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu. This is how I enter. In full force, you know my swagger. Kichwa lazima ngepa, t-shirt, jeans na mandula. Najua inaua, sistana ni lazima. Maisha iko poa, kameja furahia. Nigeria, my brother, let's make that circle bigger. Angola, Guinea na Zambia, Bongo, Kenya na Uganda. To all my ladies all across Africa, let me see my people chaser. Got no time for you hater, so deuces, see you later. Scamares, 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 scamares. Na mamanzi wa Nairobi wanapenda kujiringa, wanapenda kujiringa, na wakishika flow bado wadunda, wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu, wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda
dunda dunda kadu. This is how I enter. You've never heard of better. So hard to remove your sweater. I'm bound to make you sweater. And I'm on it. Chicks say I'm fly like a hornet. Nice and sting like a bee. Well, now you know not to cross me. Unless you're in a mini 30. In that case, I'm cool. Let's got my rays into my pool. Swim in my ocean of love. Mr. Lover Rubber Dubber. Shout out to all shorties. Beautiful, beautiful audience. I thank you. Let's got my rays too. Ebu shit, cool. Let's got my rays all my days. These girls, they just don't miss me. Got my rays, 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 got my rays. Na mamanzi wa Nairobi wanapenda kujiringa, wanapenda kujiringa, na wakishika flow bado wadunda, wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu, wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Yo, mad thing. Big Bob. Hey, yo, Metro Sukato. Mishuka now, trench coat na trao. Mastingo mingi na hizo dead window zao. Hey, yo, selector. Goda tena kwanza juma stingoni. Kwelewa Daystar, Emily Atoti na mebeba, heavily anakaka Gen Z 22-23 na ule rapo penda masanseni enemy Koinadi na machaji tukimedivided Maremfo zimewaka bansendwana ya chemistry na tukugwede G Kekere musha na Hennessy tumefika na masenke na masubi legacy Stingon za kiji, za kizing-zing na mapet koma mbati na mambling bling Old school kama Vanda sana Village na skiza maridi Cartel na Kibridge DJ Doba Genjes kuje one by one Mambo ni vulai Have side Ayo selector Goda tena Kwanza chuma stingoni Sit napiga masweep, Kigali creep. Ati napiga masweep, ni Kigali creep. Nono nani beep, na try kuni rich. Sit napiga masweep, Kigali creep. Trench coat na trao, dunda kudonjo na trench coat na trao. Kimboke ilikuwa maglucose, juice cola kwa grao. Tiki taka, troopers mabaro. Yeah, dogo bila shapre. Dogo, style ni deadly, ni kauko loko. Mkono mbele, kino yende sako. Style ni deadly, ni kauko loko. Mkono mbele, kino yende sako. Ayo selector, goda tena kwanza chuma stingoni.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What a show, maze. Leo imekuwa back to back, maze. Hadi poster ilikuwa imejaa tu. Ile design hata unajua ukitag celeb hata itikia kutagiwa. Si ndio Chadota? Unajua? Uko hii poster imejaa watu, maze. Anyway, the voices that you hear, in case you're not seeing us on screen now, natusikiza on the website. Hawa ni ma-celebrity wako ndani ya nyumba. We have Nyawira and Chadota. Yes, and guess what? Wanatuambia they're running for their lives. Hii June wanatuchoka Kakiru, man. Hii Kakiru, we have the director and one of the stars in the show, and they want to tell us what it's about, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm here for it, maze. Okay. Chadota.
Yes.
History ya kuchelewa mlianza lini bana?
Wow! Kwani nilipaenda on air? Binadamu akona unyama. Unapiga hadi dance unasema atukwangi hivi. Huku penye tuko buildings ni kama 77. Tumepanda 4th floor kule wakasema si huku. Tukarudi. Ile tutasema ni samahani sana. Hadi tutanyenyekea tusema poleni sana.
Say less. Oh good. What are we running from? What has life done to us?
Tell you, we are running from life.
Okay, tell me.
Genuinely,
from Kasongo Manenos.
So many Kasongo.
Yeah. Yes.
There's men.
Oof.
There's bills.
Yeah.
Yes. What else do we have to run from?
Yeah.
Strangers. As women, you know, kwanza the list
strangers
is
chasing you though. Where are you walking? But this is Nairobi. You can anywhere.
Exactly.
This is Nairobi, especially for Chiles.
Exactly. Anywhere, no matter what you've worn. Utakuwa umevaa dira, they will still chase you.
Yeah.
Utakuwa umedunga yako smart, wanakufuata.
You know what I want to chase you? Money.
Yes!
That's the way we're going.
That's what we are
money would run towards me.
No, we are calling it. We are manifesting it.
Yes.
There we go.
You're not chasing money. You're not chasing money, it's chasing you. Maze, tuanze na basics. Isho ni ya lini?
Isho ni ya 15th June.
Ni show ngapi?
Ni show tu moja.
Ni saa ngapi?
Ni 6:30 hadi saa ngapi Nyawira?
7:30.
No.
8.
Ni refu. Sindio? From 6:30 to
8 p.m.
to 8 p.m. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And iko wapi?
Iko pale Chemichemi restaurant. Hapo tu nyuma ya Junction Mall hapo Kingara Road. Napanda tu mlima kidogo nachukua right yako. Naam. Actually, yes.
That's it. Yeah. Ladies and gents, you clearly can tell these two are entertainers on every level.
That's
from
true.
The first time.
Then in our relationships.
Oh yeah? Madrama. Tugai, unauza sera leo bana. Do you know, from the first time I knew both of you, Nyawira nilikuwa na lini first? When was the first interaction? Was it on a Miller's show? Probably.
I think so, probably.
I have to say, huyu ni award winning. Maybe you saw her there.
Yeah, nimemwona kwa maneno.
The first Theatre Awards.
Yeah, what did she win for?
Best breakthrough female performer. Excuse you.
Wait, but you've won that, haven't you?
Story for another day.
Do we have time?
Nimetouch mali.
Tunaweza funga
I just think it's funny how it's okay. It's fine. Okay.
Hey.
We are talking about Nyawira.
Okay,
Nyawira won. Nyawira is my winner.
Pole bana. It is, but congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm trying to wonder where I watched you first. Don't tell me it's in a Stewart play.
No. Did you watch Market Price?
I did.
Oh, and that's how we became friends.
Yeah, makes sense. But I was blown away from day one. Same to you, Chadota. I was blown away from day one. We know where.
Yes.
We know where.
Yes.
My brother's wax. What was the name of the project?
Simba Bazenga.
Hey, that's what's up. That was a good performance.
It was dope. We should bring it back.
You should.
It was the adaptation of Lion King purely in Sheng.
Ilikuwa fiti.
Come on.
Maze, hata umesikia ngoma zetu zimechange bana.
There
Before
we go.
mwingine nilikuwa nacheza sijui nani. Sasa niko kwenye tuma.
Umesema ina okay. Mood ina change sasa.
Lazima
tumefika.
Haya, good. So this other question, nitawachapia moja. Why Kalaha?
Okay.
Who is Kalaha? Okay. What about Kalaha?
Damn.
Yeah?
Moja
you,
is crazy.
Running for, is it my life?
Yes.
Is there a my?
Yes, running for my life.
So there's a my. So running for my life.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Okay.
Yeah. And anajua bado tutarudi huko kwa na previous nini nayo. So I'll build off that. Let's start with you. Why Kalaha?
Why Why Kalaha? Kalaha came at a time.
That's how you say it.
Yes,
Kalaha.
not Kalaha. Kwanza, there is so many. It's Kalaha. Si Kalaha.
And the nominees are
Kalaha.
And the nominees are Kalaha.
Yourself, Baba.
How do you say
Yes,
it? Kalaha.
Kalaha.
Go for
Kalaha
it.
means relax.
Okay.
In Abaluya community.
Sawa.
Relax.
Kalaha.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Kalaha came at a time when I had just graduated. Woo! Got a degree in performing arts. And I remember most of what I was seeing on stage is adapted plays. And even me, I had performed in an adapted play. I had directed 2 adapted plays where I won Best Director. So I had my fair share of adapted plays. And I remember now in the last one thinking, why are there so many adapted plays? And who is telling our stories? Who is telling the market price? Who is
Type of
telling
stories.
Exactly. Who is telling the stories of girls buying pads for sex and all that? So I was like, it's time to, just do my own. Yeah, let's do something
That's
small.
what's up. Yeah. So
that's
the
how
production
Kalaha.
is about a year old now?
We are not yet 1 year. We turn 1 year in August. Shangwe na nderemo.
Sindio hizo basi.
Naam.
Hapo sawa. We shouldn't Kalaha.
Yeah.
Tunafaa kuchangamka vizuri bana.
I've heard what you've done there.
You're welcome.
You naughty person. Yes.
What about this play? Tell me about this play.
Running for my life.
Uh-huh.
I think first of all it would have been best if Chadota answered that question.
Yeah. Na no wonder nilisema nitamrudishia, but tuanze na wewe.
First of all, it's a piece that she performed when she was doing her final year in school. And it's about femicide. It's about Agnes Tirop, the famous marathoner who was killed by the husband.
Allegedly.
Yes. But yeah, so that's the story. It's about that. And
Okay. So what are we seeing in this? Is it a one-hander? Yeah, Ama it has opened up to being broader.
You know, that's the thing. Why do we have to label it?
Okay.
Why do we have to say two-hander? Why do we have to say one woman show?
Mnakaa mmesumbua wanaume huku. Ako girl.
No. We have to say one woman show. We have to say two-hander.
The
We have
reason
to
I
say
ask, because the branch from that question is, who else is in this? So
I
I
see.
need to know if it's an ensemble piece.
I'll have to say.
Mniambie everyone else in
Cool.
it.
It started as a one-woman show, as she mentioned. Why I felt it was important to tell the story is last year, as I was graduating, you have to put it out there that you have a degree.
We got you.
Graduate.
Anyways, what was happening, that was the time when femicide was really at a high and people were quite aware about that. And my lecturer, Sarah Masese, shout out to you, said, I want you to do a piece on femicide. And I came across this story of Agnes Tirop, and I remember being so shocked that I didn't know about her story. And so many people around me didn't know about her story, and this babe was so talented. I can't even think of where she would have been now. This babe was coming second to Faith Kipyegon at 17 years.
Imagine.
So I was pissed, I was hurt, and I was sad. Okay? So when I was bringing it back now, and it still hurts me that what we were talking about last year in March is the same thing that's happening now, only it's worse. Getting a bit emotional, aren't we?
It's fine. Hey.
Being a woman in Nairobi is hard.
It's a lot.
But it was we are
because these two are clowns, man. And for those who are listening now, warning Maze, it is well. Keep going.
I decided, since now it's not a final project and I have the liberty to do it and give flesh
However
to
you
her
want.
story, and also involve people in it. I thought it would be nice to have a guest artist who is female to also tell the story. And it's interesting because the story that this lady is telling has been directed by a man I know. His name is Martin Kigondu. Do you know him?
It was actually performed Pale Breban.
I remember.
It was also done at Tukumbi.
Was it at Tukumbi? I remember as well. Yeah. Was it called? What was it? Was it Woman?
It was Woman.
Yes. There we go.
It was
there we go.
And it was directed by Martin Kigondu.
And it was written by
Revolutionary Spita.
So I remember.
You've sort of merged this.
Yes. I saw her monologue online when she was addressing. I did.
She did.
I coached it twice. Excuse me.
We wouldn't be here if she didn't come.
There we go.
Yeah.
From there,
Yes, I was like,
see how
we
we
can
use
exactly. So we just binded all the stories together so that it's not only Agnes Tirop's story. It's everyone's. It's her story. It's my story. Yeah,
it's representing every woman who's gone through all this.
Man, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you seeing the value in marrying the past and the present, yet in a very heartbreaking way. A lot of the past is still the present, like you're saying.
There we go.
Maze, what's the language of it? Tunachapa sheng, tunaenda na kizungu, tunaenda vile itatupeleka.
Tunaenda vile itatupeleka, honestly.
Okay.
Swahili, English.
Okay.
Swanglish, that's what they like to call it.
Is there a form? Is there a structure to it? Ama we are bleeding into the audience? What are we expecting?
Have we told them that we are performing in a restaurant?
Oh,
I think already that's
we are getting out of the normal. We have to do a show in a theater. We are not about that.
Exactly.
We are doing new spaces, experimenting new spaces, and we'll be doing it in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just embracing not what the white man told us is theater and going back to our roots of Africanism and what storytelling is. So breaking the fourth wall, a lot of call and response, a lot of involving the audience in the piece.
So that's I'm part of the show.
Wewe tushakukast. Ukikatu
tu ready.
Yeah, just
stand by.
Hapa si audience peke.
Okay,
anything you can come as an audience next minute wewe ni cast.
Yeah, you just never know.
Credits ndako appreciated.
Exactly.
Yeah, ladies and gents.
There we go. There we go.
No, what I've heard from you, is it is important, an important story. It is urgent. It is an urgent story.
Yeah.
And it is at a time we have to be there with you, Maze.
Yes.
Tunataka tujaze chemi.
Yes.
Because it's possible.
It is.
It's doable.
We are almost jazaring it though.
Nibatiko ready.
Kai.
Kai, msikue hivyo.
Hauna tovuti, unajua tovuti ni nini?
Tovuti, tell me.
Ni link kwa
Tovuti,
Kiswahili.
hebu tuambie hiyo tovuti ndio
Tovuti ni link. Kwa hivyo link ni tovuti.
How are we buying these tickets on this
pale
tovuti?
Madfan, unaenda pale Madfan, unapata tu pale Running for My Life posta maridadi. Una click hapo, unapata tikiti yako.
I love that.
Yeah, you can get the tovuti in our social media pages. That's Kalaha, Chadota, and also Nyawira.
Miss Nyawira.
Yeah.
How do you spell Kalaha?
Kalaha.
This is IG?
This is Instagram. This is TikTok. This is everywhere.
Oh, TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know my favorite part about the title has to be the has to be the ownership of the money. Asanteni sana bana.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you two queens, two superstars over here. We have Nyawira and Chadota doing this brilliant performance.
Yes.
Now mimi niko na clue maze, and I'm excited for it. Wametuambia ina happen the 15th of June, Running for My Life. Kalaha presents Running from My Life. Hata tujaambia nani wako ndani. We tokea show. You're part of the cast pia. Kama ujichekie. But a good time is definitely assured, as much as it is a very, 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 very important topic we are tackling on this. Well done, Maze. I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah.
We najua tunatafutana soon. We nimesikia kuna mahali tunafanya kazi
Nimesikia
pamoja.
pia.
Umeambilika?
Nimesikia tu fununu.
It's about time. We haven't worked together in 2-3 years.
We haven't worked together at all.
No, we have.
Where though?
We have. Nkogeba Thiongo, rest in peace.
Oh!
Yeah, we have. Yeah, Nyawira, wewe ni juzi tu. So soon enough.
Very soon.
Very soon. Again.
Manifesting.
It is happening.
I see.
Go catch them, ladies and gentlemen. And a mad fun now. And you know what I always say. You buy a ticket, I'll buy 2 for you. Yeah, as long as you hit me up as soon as the show is done, unioneshe tovuti yako umetumiwa imesema bots. Yeah. Asanteni sana. I'm getting into the music. Na music yetu inachezea tu energy ya leo maze. Hapo tu niju tumesema hisho ni dedele let's go. Asanteni
Your kind of music all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Mulikuwa mna compensate.
Wanauliza niko wapi, niko Rurasho. Inika Nairo mind your business 254. Nani follow manze kama Jesus disciple. Rapa round mimi na kandanga kama chapo. Kauna lugha enda west ikatuke mamboch. Kani ngoma mimi nasikizanga world boss. Eti best rapper Kenya ni Calligraph Jones. Sasa nyutopizo kwa raundi huko New York. Niko insecure ile design ya Sauti Sol. Mademu amepararaka dansa wa Willy Paul. Kwela ni nderere alafu model wangu manzasi ni Frida Lo. Nikidai tambla new press meja jo tunaenjoy mpaka tunavunjika hiyo ko. Sherehe za kitanda silete matanga bro. Kelele za mkundu bado hazipasui choo. Mtumi na rang maze pipi na Dior. Kelele za mkundu bado hazipasui choo. Eti tulienda wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Tulienda wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Ai Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat.
Mulango kubwa kono rumo kuchoma pole ya zimaman. Dawa ya mwezi niteke ndo ponyo na miguu. Takti za movie toka mbioto ne kivumbi. Tukifuata hiyo kivuli mtu anavunja vifuli. By the way sufuata dingo kama mbuzi gang. Furthermore pono chomwe na mwaruba ini bang bang. Tukiwakisha kwa toja kuna black shang. Kutachisha history unalipisha mitiani kwa inange waja. Fise tulikulanga chuo kwa toilet wa money rock faster. Kelele naifanya na vipengele na madabika ni mende nenda kukiseka meno tadu.
Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat.
Bato yo, aha, dawa malo, dawa bugda, dawa fogo dani bato, alo, skia hii, ese huborera, ndihu mamalwa, niwi nyamalwa, icha hukurire, niwa hamera cha mungo kone. Jibagajat imefika Kakamega, handi, atifwane, waingo, representing ati muluya wa Busia.
Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag, Jibagajat, Jibag na jag. Watauliza tuko wapi si tuko Jibagajat. Jibagajat, Jibag na jag.
I got you.
Music all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
No nene, oh, bongo, oh, bongo, oh, genge, Juma, Nature, twende kasi.
Tafuta nani mwenza anayeweza kucheza, mwenye kuruka na kupiga tokea mbali anasikika. Tafuta nani mwenza anayeweza kucheza, mwenye kuruka na kupiga tokea mbali anasikika.
Favorite onjaji kilika na mbogo, genge tasaundaje kishikana na bongo. Juma Nature kishikana na nunilio nkorogo. Inachanganya akili zenyu kwa kichwa zilalipuka na kisogo. Jamaica music wanaitaraga rhythm, Juma Nature na mimi tunaitahaga rhythm. Kwa club
nani mwenza
bora timamo asiwe mwenda. Kumaanisha naweza mpandisha ka big pandisha juu ya kitanda. Mcheze kama gita na ni lazima nimeze Viagra. Kajua kali mkono zangu zaniwasha sana. Nashindwa nashika manzui nchi gani hapa sasa. Nairobi au Dar es Salaam wote tu hapa pasa. Lolo bintu wa bongo ambeba mavishungi. Lazima ndazama ndani nishamaliza mitungi. Juma alisema
inaniuma sana,
chungi ndogo
nitamu sana. Tafuta nani mwenza anayeweza kucheza, mwenye kuruka na kupiga tokea mbali anasikika. Tafuta nani mwenza anayeweza kucheza, mwenye kuruka na kupiga tokea mbali anasikika.
Ukinywa kelele lote watu watatakuwekea maganda. Wakati umewacha vile wakati stage unapanda. Mimi Nature na nini pembeni tuna glasi za wine. Tatafuta mwenza ukiweza njoo naye kati. Kibongo bongo kirema watakuchukulia. Usishangae watu watakuibia bia. Ai La Hispania MMC huku Kenya nikaa 3 months hivi. Isipokuwa jua kali bongo Jumanecha na mimi. Iwe Kenya ubongo mademu chora 7. Nikutana moja niambia that's my favorite number. Akinama joy na nibamba.
Nasima chizi tuko play shastuka. Tukisikiza hivi tunauka. Umuziki mtamu mtamu kweli kweli. No nini we no nini. Mimi naomba ibati bora isisha. Mara kunapozidi kudensi tu kunazidi pambazuka. DJ John anapombe kesha pandisha mizuka. Tafuta nani mwenza anayeweza kucheza. Mwenye kuruka na kupiga. Tokea mbali anasikika. Tafuta nani mwenza anayeweza kucheza. Mwenye kuruka na kupiga. Tokea mbali anasikika. Jo katika na nini watu wanapale. Jo katika kuna nini watu wana dance. Jo katika na nini watu wanapale. Jo katika kuna nini watu wana dance.
Genge yashikana na bongo. Genge yashikana na bongo. Genge yashikana na bongo. Genge yashikana na bongo. Another homeboys production.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Ushatoka job? Nilishatoka job, sasa niko na tarehe. Hi handsome. Na huyo kuna miaka ngapi? 45 times 3. It's true. Such a young soul. Mother amefutwa job leo. Mwindi wake anadai mother amekuwa akimwibia. Oh la la. Excuse me sir. You know my mother is not a thief. She loves this family too much to do such a thing. At least pay her pension.
I don't want to see them here again. Yes. Out.
We need their money, their wallet, their coins. With your ugly ass house.
Wewe toka uende, wacha kelele kwa nyumba wenyewe.
Hata sijui nimesaidiaje. Mimi mwenyewe hata siwezi pata job. Ni master plan ya venye tunarudisha do ya auntie. Unataka tuende kuibia Mr. Career? Plan yako ni gani? The first thing ni tunavaa disguise. We are here for the party.
Charles fungua gate mara moja Charles.
Yes boss.
Hi everyone. I just want to welcome my brother Ravi back to Kenya.
How do you guys know Ravi? High school. We like to party. This is in our music. Umeona venye auntie anafasa hii. Tunaingia kwa hii nyumba, tunachukua do, na tunatoka. Mungu akuwe na sisi.
Tracy, kuna stima usiku. Hizi vitu hazinanga stima. Iko nayo.
This is how we do it. What do you guys do? I am an executive chef.
Chefy man, not sure what she's got. You got pasta or some? Are you okay? I feel a
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
That's the trailer to Inside Job. That's the latest from Mamito and Jackie Vika. It's so refreshing to see Mamito as an actor, maze. So this is clearly meant to be a funny one. Utaicheki pale Netflix. More details as we go. Saizi tu ndio wameanza kukasonga huko ndani. Mtu akisema kasonga siku hizi hadi unashuku. Ama umesema the right thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we just had the team from Kalaha. I love those two girls, maze. Nimepata hata mic yangu ilikuwa juu bana. Nilikuwa tu na banje huku tu. Niko juu ya riba nikisema vile hao ndio mautero and the leaders of the new school. Well, I stand by it, maze. I love those two personalities. Wanoma sana. Shout out Nyawira, shout out Chadota and everyone behind their show. Kindly get their tickets if you haven't already. Ladies and gentlemen, I call it a day. Pale kwa screen nataka kuamalizia na kitu moja tu. Kwa wale watu wanatusikiza nitawaambia, guess what, Martin Kigondu is having a workshop this coming Saturday. You haven't bought your ticket, well guess what, uko na 24 hours, less than 5 hours, because today is 5th na leo ndio hiyo story inafungwa maze. Tunasema woza naona pale Sato tuko pale walikuwa naitwaje pale ya kina Paul wako hiyo space yao ukiniuliza uko Paul ndio nani, space gani unaongelea? Tuko Baricho Road ukienda hapo tu nyuma ya that building, the particular building inaitwa Art Zone. So enda Art Zone Entertainment, Art Zone Studios, hapo ndio tutakuwa. I'll be doing a workshop this Saturday. So all actors, all writers, any creative out there, if you want to reconnect with your inner child, Martin Kigondu is having another one of his workshops. As for me and my house, nasema asanteni sana kuchill na sisi. Big up to the entire team. Shout out Kendi. Thank you for the socials as always. Bless up yourself. Tunafata wewe kukuwa na wewe hapa hivi. Tukusindio to interview Kendi at some point, maze. So shout out Kendi. Thank you for the work that you're doing out there. Shout out Kendi. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Very much appreciated. Asante sana madam producer, kazi fresh maze. Hata ukipeana hata we receive hati yako bana. Kama kawaida tumetoka mbali na tunaenda mbali vile si usema, si ndio? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, your boy is out. Center stage is a place. Saizi mimi naenda date. Wacha hata mimi ni nkapendwa ama vipi? Mimi naacha na kangoma maze. Niwapatia details of where we are seeing each other this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Friday pia unaweza enda chemichemi check out Miss Nyambura and the ladies wako na stand up ingine tamu sana. Kama kawaida very controversial topics. Wasichana warembo sana wakifanya kazi fresh bana. So see you Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the other weekend pia nimewapatia form. And from kesho pia Sarit tunapatana to watch movie. Movie itakuwa tu hapo Sarit for opening over the bridge Niger in Nairobi, lakini tupatane wapi? Wamesema Garden City kwa watu wa Thika Road, na huko kwingine mnaweza jipata Junction pia. And check out the interview, jikumbushe mali tuko. But yes, check them out on their socials. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a good one. Your boy is out. Until next time, peace. # Center Stage, # Kigondu is on. Follow. Let's keep talking. Goodbye.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Another hit collabo. A homeboys production. Okay, alright, let's go.
Ingoma noma sana maze. I love this song bana. As much as kuna Kadifiasi na KZ, hii mziki ni mambo bad. Check out Prezo, yeye ndiye anatungia show. President Elhan ndiye anakusema you love it Prezo, na maanisha the rapper, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Tunacheza hii ngoma tena. You gotta play it again. Let's go. TID na El Presidente. Let's go.
A homeboys production. Okay, alright, let's go.
Maze club imebamba, bora kuambia leo ndio leo. Madem wamemwagika wote na waona wakikatika. Ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika. Ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika.
Na Prezo tupo kwenye club looking fresh and clean. Classic cuts
Savodo
wachizi wamejaa pia mamanzi. So take your matako straight kwenye
dance floor.
Hacha zako so sio mchezo. Mimi nataka tuwe tighter than tight bila vikwazo. CNB tumewabamba jo, na mahaters wote tumewapiga rugged and roll. Wenye wivu wote wajinyonge, mimi nazidi kupokea baraka zangu tele. Basi wacha niendelee kupiga makelele hare kama klepto. Steez zangu ni kali sio uongo, mamazi wakisikiza wanakata kiuno. Mahaters niko ndani ya 4.0, bado na floss jo, bado nazidi kugrow. Bling kwenye neck, kwenye mkono, mina meta mina reflect kama kioo. Bling kwenye neck, kwenye mkono, mina meta mina reflect kama kioo.
Maze club imebamba, bora kuambia leo ndio leo. Madem wamemwagika wote na waona wakikatika. Ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika. Ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika. Kweli leo ndio leo, kesho ni muongo. Bunge moja la collabo na Prezo. Nairobi mpaka Bongo. For the ladies, kwa mamanze na mabeste na mademu wote. Sikia ngoma imebamba club, all the honey sales. Bling na
namba kali tunapiga kwa hii mic topinda na kubalika Nairobi, London, Kampala na wakilisha kama unabisha muulize Mangadula. Oh, can you dance with me tonight? Oh, can I drive you home with me tonight? Oh, mase club imebamba bro, nakwambia leo ndio leo. Oh, madem wamemwagika wote na waona wakikatika. Oh, ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika. Oh, ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika.
Ngoma imetubamba like wow. Madem wanatembea na mahaga like wow. Si unajua wanapenda attention. Na kama uko curious mimi naitwa Preso. So let's go, mpenzi njoo twende kwenye dance floor. Let's go, tukajirushe. Let's go, tukakatike kwani hapa ni mpaka che. CMB TID ndani ya VIP. Two position pain tuna pop money in the thing. My fat rhymes tuna drop rhyming in the thing. Picture me rolling in the drop flossing in the thing. Don't believe me muulize BT ama mwambie styles akulete Kasabi. Maisha mazuri guarantee ya CMB. Prezo in collab rolling with TID. Tumewashika jo, tumewabamba jo. TID this time bring the chorus in. Tumewashika jo, tumewabamba jo. TID this time bring the chorus in.
Oh, mase club imebamba bro, nakwambia leo ndio leo. Oh, madem wamemwagika wote na waona wakikatika. Oh, ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika. Oh, ngoma imetushika mpaka sisi wote tunawika.
Yeah, this goes out to all the DJs. Stevie B, DJ JD, CMB, na TID. Homeboys, production. Yeah, with T.I.Dizzle. Yo, Prezo, 2003, 2004. Tunawapiga reggae and roll.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station,